Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of the Dungeons and Dragons campaign for the adventuring party formerly known as the Shield of the Coast.
Yay!
I want to start things off with apologizing for last week's technical difficulties and my own personal not very great day, and us deciding to sort of scrap everything and enjoy our company together, because at the end of the day, that's the most important thing, and that's what this game is for.
It's true.
But Sophie got a new PC all up and built and running, and so we're streaming from her PC, which also takes a load off of my shoulders so that I can focus on running a lovely game and telling a lovely story with all my friends.
Yay!
So yeah, I am Aiden Yolo, and I will be your universe-wielding, all-powerful dungeon master for this evening. You can find me at Nevrent on all the social medias. That's Nevrent, just like the channel you're watching this on. You can also go ahead and head over to my Nevrent YouTube channel, which is where all the past episodes and all the episodes going forward will be uploaded, so that if you can't join us live on our game nights, you can go ahead and follow along with the adventure over there at your own viewing leisure. And tonight I am joined by my lovely and beautiful fiance, Miss Sophia Boss.
I'm up for you, just so you know.
Miss Sophia Boss.
Thank you.
She's sitting right here.
Yeah, hi. Hi, I am Sophia Boss, and I will be playing Zoria Belton, cleric. Are we doing that? I forgot already.
Yeah.
Okay, cleric of Timora. She's a Twilight cleric, by the way, and an Aasimar. I'm doing great at this. I just got off work. Okay, go. Who's next?
All right, we are also joined, just moving down from her, one of my greatest loves in the world, John. Mr. John Gonzalez.
Hello, I am currently playing Urbos Aegis. I am a Earth Genasi, and I am indeed a fighter. I enjoy fights, I like spites, and swords go sharpy, pointy, stabby. That is all.
What archetype are you?
Cool one. Echo Knight.
Yes, both accurate.
Both accurate, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so just next to me, my bestest friend and sibling in the whole damn world, Ruthann Larvik.
Hello, I am Ruthann. I play Timber 9, a Tabaxi monk.
All right, and then right above them, my wonderful mother, Loriolo.
It's so funny because I'm in a different order.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It's a different order on everyone's screen.
I'm glad you're
It's so
in
funny.
the same order.
Yeah, ours is actually in the same exact order.
My name's Laura, and I play Orladar. He is a dragonborn bard and wizard.
All right, and last but certainly not least, my forever stage manager, Brittany Wen.
Hello, I'm Brittany Wynn. I play Pyrosaro, a tiefling barbarian.
All right, with all of those introductions and pleasantries over with, let's go ahead and dive into tonight's session of our adventure.
Yay.
So, especially since there was no episode last week, to start things off with a quick recap. Previously on SOTC, after the party has traveled to Altera to unlock secret capabilities and new abilities within themselves, and are now in the capital city trying to uncover the strange happenings since Urebos' previous king and queen passed away, and the prince has taken control of the throne. Fumbling over my words already. After you all discussed Zoria, Pyra, and Urebos' findings of the secret staircase seemingly leading to dungeons beneath the castle, you all decided to split up and try and search for more answers for the rest of the afternoon. Orladar and Timber went to a local library to research and to try and find deeper information about the government and the history of this nation. Pyra and Urebos went back to the castle to continue scouting out the perimeter and keeping an eye on the secret back staircase. And Zoria spent some time meditating before taking a walk down to the base of the city to try and scout out possibly secret magic items or just magic within the city. And she was actually able to find a tall, slender figure who was selling magical tattoos out of his dark overcoat pockets, not shady whatsoever. Deciding not to purchase one, but trying to either be sly and get one for free, or just trying to be a little asshole, Just trying to be a little asshole and have some fun. Still to be determined. Zoria used her magical horn and actually caused the man to drop one of the tattoos, having it shatter and spill out onto the streets. F. Wow. Okay. The next day, they all decided to go look for this man together to possibly purchase one of the magical enhancements that he had for sale. But after Zoria was unable to lie, and the man was easily able to tell that it was indeed her who caused him to break one of his items for sale, he made it very clear that you all had two options. Pay him for the merchandise that you broke, and he would be happy to sell to you now and in the future, or refuse and anger him and never have the opportunity to purchase from his stock ever again. And after tensions ran high, Zoria not being very convincing or intimidating to him, the altercation climaxed with him waving a hand and banishing Orladar for suggesting that they kill him on the spot. And after taking a 3rd level inflict wounds from Zoria without so much as a flinch, he dispersed into a gray mist and floated away, Orladar poofing back to his spot. After that encounter went a little sideways, you decided to head back up to the castle to try and talk your way into the front gate. But after the guard at the gate was not responding to anything any of you said, and only responding with a spear to Orladar's throat when he tried to approach the locked gate, you showed Timber and Orladar the secret staircase. And as you all looked on, you noticed a prisoner being transported out of the dungeons and up toward the base of the castle. After those of you who could see this pulled Erebos' attention and pointed him out, Erebos identified this young man as Rileth, and that's where we are now. So I believe that Zoria ended last session with casting a sending spell to Rileth, correct? So let's go ahead and pick up with that. I believe you probably already marked off the spell on your character sheet and everything. But if you would like to sort of reiterate the message that you sent to Rileth, we'll sort of pick up there and give the rest of you a couple of seconds to try and figure out what you all want to do.
Okay. I'm trying to remember specifically what the wording was.
You don't have to. I'm saying let's redo it.
Oh, okay.
Like
okay.
resend the spell.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying. Let's pick up with you sending that spell.
So I
Or
think
sending that message. That's a word.
I liked what I said last time, so I'm trying to remember it.
Sorry.
Thanks for all of this warning that you gave me that I was gonna have to,
You said
restate this.
Orladar was here, don't worry. Or not Orladar, Erebos is here. And it's
And
when
that we
we're
saw
right
him.
here.
Yeah.
And we see him.
Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Erebos is here. We can see you. We'll keep an eye out and do our best to keep you safe.
You 5 more.
Oh, 5 more? I want to use these words.
You're gonna lose the spell.
Don't act like you hear.
Okay.
Good.
So as they are now quickly approaching the sort of base wall of this castle, looking on, you all actually see him sort of like slyly, sort of under the radar, turn his head over, and Erebos, he actually locks eyes with you, and you both make direct eye contact. You see sort of an initial look of like longing for you, like he missed seeing you and everything, but it quickly changes to sort of like a stern look. He sort of furrows his eyebrows, and staring you dead in the eye, he gives you a very slow shake of his head as he responds to Zoria sort of under his breath. I'm actually going to roll for the guard. Okay. Zoria, you hear the voice as you see his lips start to like very slowly move. Uroboros, him just making direct eye contact with you as he says this into Zoria's mind. He says, "Tell Uroboros to not do anything stupid. Thank you all for helping. We'll figure this out later." And as he finishes saying that, the guard actually sort of like hits him on the back, like gives him like an elbow to like the base of the neck, and you can hear the guard sort of yell, "Shut up, you infidel!" Sort of pushes him up the staircase.
Okay.
Keeps pushing him up the staircase. After not very long, they sort of as he gave that look to Uroboros and responded to Zoria's message, as they were walking up, they actually reached the base of the castle, and they are at the base of the castle, and the guard sort of looks over to one direction and is about to turn his head to where you all are sort of like leaning over the gate, and he's about to look at you all. What are you all doing?
Zoria whips around and leans on it like and tries to look casual.
Okay.
Erebos will look up at the sky, like firmly grasping his sword, but like just like looking for a bird as hard as he can.
Okay, Pyra. You're muted. We can't hear you.
I'm gonna link arms with Erebos, and then I'm going to look up and see where the guards are on the wall and what they're like, where they're currently at in their rotations, so I know it.
Okay, Orladar. Just 1 second, Pyra.
Oh, that's me.
Orladar. I got the names right.
Turn my back and sit cross-legged on the ground.
Okay, Timber.
I'm gonna start rummaging through my bag. Just looking busy.
I would like you all to make deception checks, please.
Oh
no!
If you would like to use your Constitution modifier instead of your Charisma modifier, I will let you use a Constitution base modifier for this deception check.
I would appreciate that. Thank you. Thank
Okay. So yeah, if you have a proficiency in deception, you still get your proficiency bonus, but just use your con modifier instead of your charisma. Okay, Zoria, what did you get?
19.
Okay, Uroboros. We can't hear you, bud.
Even with the con, that is going to be an 11.
11. Okay, Pyra.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay, Orladar.
So is that my roll plus my deception number plus my charisma?
No. Are you looking on D&D Beyond?
Yes, sir.
You just add the plus number that is next to the word deception to whatever you roll.
19.
Okay, Timber.
18.
Okay. Alright, let me look here real quick.
Could I say that maybe me linking arms with Erebos would make him look a little bit more natural with what we're doing?
Isn't it?
Because that was my intention.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, not Orladar. Uroboros, I will actually let you take advantage on that roll, because you did say you were clutching your sword, and Pyra, you especially noticed that as this guard turns his head over and is now sort of looking at you all, sort of trying to make sure that none of you are paying attention, he does sort of clock Uroboros holding his sword, and he starts to slowly put a hand on a hand crossbow that is hanging from a belt.
Can I try to reach down and take Urobo's hand?
Yeah, actually. So you go ahead and do that. Uroboros, go ahead and re-roll and add your Constitution modifier.
That would be a 17.
A 17. Okay. Pyra, as you reach down and grab Uroboros' hand off of his sword and rip it off and like cup his hand in yours and like you pull him over a little bit and point up to the sky. You sort of turn back and the guard sort of like takes his hand away from his crossbow. Zoria, you said you turned your back.
Mm-hmm.
Pyra, I'm gonna say you sort of had to pull Uroboros away from the gate while to get him to do that. Orladar, did you say you turned around and sat crisscross applesauce?
Yeah. so that I wasn't looking at them.
Okay, Timber, you are the only one who is still facing that direction. Go ahead and give me a perception check, please. As you're like rummaging through your bag, looking like you are looking for something.
That'll be a 12.
A 12? Oh no. Okay. All right. So you actually do see this. No one else sees this. You all are looking away. But Timber, you see this guard after he sort of like checks both sides. He leans down to a little stone
Crackle.
that is what?
Crackle.
Crackle.
You're hearing crackle. Okay. Everybody, just give us 1 second, and we are going to switch mics over.
Okay. Do we just want to use? Oh no, we have the new one. Yeah.
No. Yeah. Wait, where did they go? Alright, here. Here. Do that.
Here. Okay. I have to unplug the cord.
Well, I was gonna say you could just plug it into your keyboard for right now. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, you're unplugging this cord, I see.
Is it this one?
I don't know.
This?
Yeah, I'm pulling on it.
Okay.
Can you still hear us?
It's either the cord or the Yeti. We've learned that.
This is not unplugged.
Yes, it is.
Oh. Okay. Apparently, they can still hear us. I don't know how.
Oh, it probably just auto switched to a different mic.
Oh, for you. Okay.
Yeah, here. You wanna hear?
Apologies, everyone. We're just switching mics over real quick.
This is our new little replacement that we got to
We got a little replacement,
hopefully
but
help with the crackle.
yeah, but that microphone hasn't been giving us any problems thus far, so we decided we should just keep using it because the sound quality is a little bit better.
Yeah, but this should be okay.
But it should be okay.
Once I plug it in, there might be some weird sounds. Sorry. And I have to switch over our audio input. There we go.
Yeah.
I'll tilt it back up.
Should we have it?
Yeah,
should
just
we
like
have
that.
it like
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, is there audio here? Aux, yes. Oh, that's so much louder. Okay, cool.
There's a little audio wheel, a little volume wheel on the bottom. Oh, it's just changed.
Yeah, it's just changing my computer volume.
Oh,
Okay.
that's weird.
That is weird. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me just
okay.
a sec.
Yep. So, hey, Brittany, do you just want to tell the stream that we're just switching the audio over in Streamlabs?
We should be good.
We should be good?
Does the audio sound different than it did a moment ago? Cool. Oh, that's because I only switched it here. Please hold.
You just gotta go into...
Yeah, I just gotta go into Discord real quick.
Technical difficulties.
Of course. It wouldn't be a SOTC stream without technical difficulties.
Yay.
Okay.
You should just be able to click the drop down from
there we go.
the pop out.
Oh, well, this works.
You just made your life so much more difficult.
Yeah, fight me.
Than it had to be. Okay. Okay. Does the audio actually sound better now?
Does it sound different?
Does it sound different?
Cool. Okay. You know what?
Well, okay. What?
It's supposedly going through that mic now. It's fine.
Hey, hold on. Do you hear that?
That was loud.
You heard that? Okay, then we're good.
That was very loud in my ears.
Hey.
Yes.
No.
He did.
No.
Aiden? Matthew YOLO.
This microphone costs like $30 and not
That is
$127.
untrue. It was like 50 maybe.
What? Listen. John, do you remember? Oh wait, no, was that? Oh no, that was during Guys and Dolls, and you weren't in that. Anyway, damn it. No, during Guys and Dolls, someone snapped a microphone cord while they were doing a quick change. Yeah, they were doing a quick change, and they were doing a quick change, and then suddenly the box that was on their costume just fell on the ground, and everybody was like, what was that? And then he picked it up and like followed the cord, and it was just fully snapped in half in like the middle of the cord. It was really. It was during a show too. It was during a show. Oh, they were freaking out. Yeah. Fun theater memories, but. Hopefully the audio issues are fixed, and that won't be occurring anymore for the rest of forever. So
now that we know that it is not just the computer.
Yep. Which is really weird because it didn't. So it must be something in Streamlabs.
It
like
might
with
be
that mic.
It might be a compatibility thing with the older Yeti and the newer Streamlabs. I don't know.
Maybe, but
I'm just making stuff up to try and explain it.
Okay, so after that little speed bump, Timber. Back to what you notice as everybody else is trying to make themselves as inconspicuous as possible. You sort of like peer up from your bag and see the guard lean down to like a little rock and sort of lift it up on a hinge, and he grabs like a handle in the ground and like pulls it up and turns it sideways and lets it back down. And then he closes the rock and he looks around, and a couple seconds go by, nothing happens. Before you see a section of the wall sort of slide back and then slide down into the ground. He waits for a few seconds and pushes Rileth through the wall, and they sort of disappear on the other side of the wall for 2-3 seconds. What are you, Timber? What are you doing? Actually, nobody else notices this. Okay, what's the question? Sorry. Okay, so this is really difficult. Okay. So the castle wall is next to you. You're sort of like facing out perpendicular to the castle. Okay. Here, hold on.
Aiden's drawing.
Timber. This is terrible. Okay, so Timber, so that's you, right? This is the castle wall, and then you are standing, and then this is sort of park grass area, and this is a gate near sort of like the back of the castle. You're standing at the gate on the grass, and then all back here is just like rocky mountainous terrain and off kilter. And then this is a zigzagging staircase that leads down to sort of like a little alcove in the rocky terrain. And this is where the guard has been bringing Rileth up. And then he just got up to the wall of the castle, lifted up the little rock, pulled the handle, twisted it, set down the rock, and then the wall slid back and slid down into the ground, and he just stepped through the threshold.
That's my notes.
How loud do you say this, Timber? Okay. Okay, so pretty softly. I will say Pyra and Urebos probably had to take a step or two away. I'll say you can get Orladar and Zoria's attention. with that. Okay. Okay, so Zoria and Orlidar, you can sort of turn around and clock, and you see no Rileth, no guard, and you just hear the faintest, It only lasts for about 5 seconds. So I'll say you can have sort of a round to do something if you want. As you hear this, you can't really see anything. You do see sort of like an indent in the wall where there is no more bricks. There is no more wall. You see this indent, but you don't see anything else.
I think we just... You're muted.
Muted. About 130 to 140 feet away. And you do not see the guard or Rileth anymore. Timber is the only one who actually saw them step through, and now they are gone. There was only one guard escorting him, and his hands were sort of tied behind his back. Or shackled, you couldn't really tell. Yeah, Erebos is the only one who has seen that door open, but he did not see it this time. Yeah, no, and Pyra, you were so drunk that you didn't even understand what he was trying to tell you. So you have no idea about any of this. Orlidar and Zoria, what are you doing? Do you two do anything? Do either of you do anything?
I think I want to keep... Sorry, my computer won't wake up. I kind of want to keep an eye on it and see... What am I trying to... I think I just want to, like, watch what happens, because I feel like it might be a bad idea, and we know that the rock is probably how to get in, right? So I think watching and waiting and letting them go in first and not trying to sneak in behind them. That's Zoria's thought process.
Okay, so as you two are waiting, you hear this sort of like, and you hear it go, and you see the indent be sort of filled in just with a smooth section of wall, and it's just a solid wall again.
Okay.
You don't even see sort of like the outline of where the wall splits up. It looks just extremely smooth. Oh.
No, because I think we clarified that it was Rileth, right? Like I confirmed.
Erebos. Yes.
Yeah.
I think like Zoria pointed him out and asked Erebos, is that Rileth? And Erebos like would have nodded or something. So you all did get some sort of confirmation from Erebos that person was Rileth and he was being transported. And then Zoria just heard his voice, so Zoria can give further confirmation if she wishes.
Yeah. I think I also did say, or you guys would have noticed me sending a message at least, because I was probably...
Yeah, she has to, she
I have
like...
to at least do a tiny movement and say words under my breath, so, yeah.
You've seen that magic be used by her
For
before.
sure. Many a time. Okay. I think we need a game plan.
Yeah, Pyra and Erebos just are like a full 10 feet away from you all at this point, like looking at a tree. Yeah, Erebos just... Pyra, are you are you even letting his hand go to go for his sword? Okay. Now, Erebos, which sword? I thought you put them both on the same side. Oh, okay. You have them on the back? You did say that you had them on your belt. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Can we hold for just a second?
Uh-oh.
I don't think that it's picking up computer audio since we switched from the Yeti.
Oh, no. It'll be fine. There'll just be a gap of silence where we're all just
I mean, it's picking up our audio.
Alright, there'll just be a gap where only Sophie and I are talking.
Yeah, there we go.
You just put in the
work.
wah 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 wah.
There we go. It's
there
all
we go.
it's all
There we
good.
go.
I just had to switch it so it was the new mic output.
Okay.
Come here, baby.
Yeah. Okay, we're good.
Okay, we're good now. So yeah, what are you all doing? Standing at this little park. It's less
Okay.
populated today. There aren't as
Couple
many
of
people around.
clarification questions. So, from where we're at in this park, by a gate, right? So is there a way to get onto the place where they just were?
Yeah, I've been there. We all
Okay.
were.
Can we do that? Like right now during the daytime?
The guards are watching.
You guys are in broad daylight.
Okay.
It is very,
There's
very
guards on the
visible to the
wall.
guards. To
Okay,
the guards up
and
top on
there's-
the wall.
Okay. I
We
guess
had-
that's what I was asking.
We got really high stealth rolls last time, which is the only reason. And that was at night, too.
What is a stealth roll? Also, no, it wasn't. It was also in the middle of the day, but Urbos used
Oh, really?
his Urbos used his
Half
veil,
without a
his sort of
trace.
veil without
Mhm.
a veil of
I,
shadows.
I wasn't there during that point. I had gone ahead. By
That's true,
myself.
yeah.
I didn't get past without a trace.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think I.
Hey, Aiden, can you
Hopeful.
send that picture in the group chat?
Oh yeah, sure.
I love
Alright.
visual. Thank you.
I'm very sorry.
No, you're okay.
How do we feel about?
Oh.
Or wait, what time of day is it?
It is very early in the
Okay.
in the morning. It's
That's
probably
good.
like 11, about 12ish, maybe
That's what I
earlier
was
actually.
thinking.
No,
Like
yeah,
10 or 11?
because you guys went down to the base of the city to deal with shady dealer man like right as you woke up.
Right at like 8 or 9. We did that right after breakfast.
Yeah, so it's probably because you guys would have been a little more leisurely. So probably between 10 and 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. I just want to say to everyone, how do we feel about waiting till nightfall to pursue this further?
I think that would be a great idea,
Mm-hmm.
Iris says as she walks back over to the group.
That would also give me enough time to
Yeah, I'll say Pyra and Urbos. You like hear huh?
notes.
Oh, sorry.
That's just my notes. I need
Oh,
that.
I
back.
see. you hear Zoria and Orladar and Timber sort of talking about stuff.
But that'll give me enough time to get my spell energy back. That will allow me to magically track Rileth.
Yeah, I don't
And-
think that going right now is a good idea anyway. I think that we'd have a lot more luck
Yeah, and
at night.
if I'm able to just rest, then I'll be able to be a lot more effective on this espionage mission that I'm assuming we're going to have, right?
So, we're
Coming up.
sleeping.
Yeah. Did you tell us what you saw about the rock? Out
Yes.
of character.
Yes, they lifted a rock with a hinge, and that opened the wall.
Whoa! We know how to get in the wall now.
Timber,
Yes.
go ahead and give me an insight check real quick.
Uh-oh.
Ugh. Oh, no, that's fine. 14.
14. Okay, I will say here. So you all were pretty far away, and you could very audibly hear. You could hear the wall. So you know that it's not a very secret way to get in. In terms of the wall actually opening, you could hear the.
Zoria.
From like far away, and you would sort of assume that while this staircase is more secretive, more secretive, they feel okay with using it during the day because the sounds of the city would sort of drown it out to anyone else. And so, like, if you were farther away in the city, you could tell that it would be harder to hear. But being up close, it was very easy to hear the wall opening.
So are you able to disguise people? Like, do you? I've known other magic users that were able to do that.
Let me think about that really quick while I scroll through my spell list.
'Cause if that's a possible thing,
If
I think we might have a plan.
What were you trying to say, Ruthie?
Continue.
If I was kind of like facing towards all of this, could I see any other guards like along, like in my vision, in my sight? I want to know if any of the other guards took notice of that door opening. Like if any of them just like even turned their head to see it.
What was your perception check? Or if you want to give me another sort of retroactive perception check for this other thing that you wanted to check out during that time.
Sure. That'll be a dirty 20.
A dirty 20? Okay, I will say as the guard was sort of like glancing about, he did look up, and he didn't lift the rock until you noticed one of the guards patrolling up on top of the tower, or on top of the wall surrounding the perimeter of the castle, looked down and gave him a nod, and then they sort of exchanged nods, and then he lifted open the rock. And then turn the handle.
That seems like an important thing, so I'll share that with the group.
Yeah. Yeah, Timber shares that freely.
Okay.
Zoria's still thinking really hard.
Okay.
Her brow is furrowed.
Really hard. Okay.
If Zoria is able to do what I'm hoping she's able to do, what I'm thinking our best bet might be is one of us gets disguised as the guard that we just saw. Another one of us acts like a prisoner. We go up, we open the door, and we go in. The rest of you sneak in while the other guards aren't looking.
That's plausible.
I have another idea too.
Okay.
It's less reliable, but it's still an idea. Listen. It's all I got, y'all.
It's less reliable.
I mean, I'm down for any plans.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, do I
My
not
only
have-
concern about that plan is if the guard on the wall like looked down and gave a nod before they opened that might mean that they have a log or they're keeping track, like, so having that guard bringing another prisoner in, if they don't already know that he's supposed to be transporting another prisoner.
Yeah, I bet they don't
Bet
open
on
that
one.
door if they don't. Yeah, I bet they only open that door when they need to.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Uh-oh.
guards are all about rank. So
Yeah.
if as long as I outrank the person, or as long as in guardship, as long as you outrank someone, you can intimidate the fuck out of them.
Damn, that's good thinking.
There's a regular invisibility spell, isn't there?
Huh?
There's regular invisibility, isn't there?
Yeah.
Non-greater? So, okay, cool. That's what I thought. I think that must have changed when it went into Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, because I don't have that anymore.
You don't have invisibility, but you have greater invisibility?
Yes. And see invisibility.
Yeah, no, is it a cleric spell or is it your domain spell?
I think it was a domain spell, but
Then yeah,
it
that would
must
make
have
sense.
changed.
Then
Sorry.
yeah, that would make sense that you have greater but not invisibility.
Yeah.
So I don't think invisibility is a normal cleric spell.
I don't think so either. It's just something that I remember having.
But greater invisibility could definitely be a
Yeah.
a specialized domain spell.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just got really confused for a second. Also, Okay.
Zoria gets really excited.
Zoria says, "Okay, well, I can't disguise us. I can definitely keep people from seeing us. Like,
What?
pretty dang certain. Like,
All
I
of
can.
us?
I mean, yeah, all of us."
Well, then,
Wait, what?
if you can, then maybe we should
It's-
just go.
It's less.
How would we get the door open though?
It's less making all of us unseen and more making someone else unable to see us.
Well,
Oh.
if we did that, then we just opened the door. We just.
But it must have something to do with the guy up there as well if he has to look up before he opens it.
Well, maybe
I'm thinking it's a 2-person lock thing.
That might just be an acknowledgement, though, so he doesn't set the alarm or
just
something.
An acknowledgement, like it's safe to do it now.
I'm
So
thinking it's a 2-person lock.
Can cause a distraction.
Well, okay, so basically I can blind or deafen anyone we need.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Like
I'm
one
just
person?
thinking.
One person. Well, technically, is that concentration?
Is that a?
I could do it for multiple people.
Alright.
Okay. So can.
And there is a little bit of a range. How high is the wall?
Yeah.
How high is the wall?
How tall?
Oh, around the castle?
Yeah.
Like 60 or 70 feet.
Shit. Okay, that's fine. I can fly. And when I
What
fly
about
in the
a
dark, that's
barrel
not
of
my big.
gunpowder? Like a little tiny keg of gunpowder blown up somewhere near the wall to make a noise.
Well, I don't know that
I
that's.
mean,
I don't dislike the
is
distraction
that a distraction or a terrorist attack?
I could get drunk again.
Or I
It's
could
relative.
cast, instead of blowing something up, I could cast Earth Tremor in a different location. It just gives it like a little earthquake. That would get people's attention. Like that would distract them.
I can also fly without my wings in the dark. I haven't really done it much, but that is something I can do, so that could be of assistance in this situation.
You can passively fly in the dark? Is that what you said?
I can fly without my wings.
Why have you not abused this?
Because we have never had need for me to fly in the dark.
But it'd be so cool to see. Okay,
I know,
everyone's
but-
gonna freak out if he sees that.
This is why I've constantly been asking Aiden, about what time of day is it?
You guys do stuff in the middle of the day.
I know. Yes.
You guys are a boring adventuring party. You just sleep at night.
Listen, we like sleep.
We like our rest.
Hey, we should
That's up to
make
all y'all.
sure we all go back and rest also before this happens, because I definitely need that very much if we're gonna pull this off.
Okay.
I hate looking over and seeing that no context DM rolls.
What? Oh, there's a context.
Oh, I know. But do you think we should head back to our room and continue planning while we can kind of rest?
Zoria, I'll say Zoria and Timber probably notice this.
Of course.
That one of the guards up patrolling the wall does sort of look down at you and see your huddle, and sort of like cocks an eyebrow and starts watching you for a couple seconds.
Zoria then very loudly starts saying,
Yes.
she thinks about it for just a second and then says, just spur of the moment, okay, and so the person who's it is gonna have to chase us all around the park, and then what? Okay, does everyone understand the rules?
Zoria, make a deception check.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? What is happening? What is happening?
Oh, Pyra? Okay, Zoria, make it with disadvantage.
Wait,
now.
but no, they were agreeing.
No, Pyra said what's
rules
happening.
to
I know,
What
but
is
everyone else was agreeing.
Okay, fine, I'll let it cancel.
Erebos is lost.
Erebos.
This is always long.
19.
Okay.
And I say, okay, ready, break! And Zoria starts sprinting.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna run away in like a zigzag.
Pyra and
Erebos,
Erebos, you just stand there?
Looks at Pyra.
No, man. I wish I had an answer for you on this one.
Tag.
I just tap Pyra and say, Tag, you're it.
Oh, Pyra.
What is this? What is tag? What am I it?
It's a game.
What do you mean I'm it?
Run and touch one of us. Bet you can't catch me.
My speed is very good now. I start running.
Pyra, who do you start running after?
I'm gonna try to go after Timber to see if I can catch up to Timber.
Oh, good luck.
You see Timber's already on the other side of the park. And you run up to Timber and you're like just about to touch them, and then Timber just like full on football move gives you a spin, and then you like fall. Timber's just
Erbo stays.
Oh no.
Alright.
Zoria will. She's like keeping an eye out to see what everyone else is doing while she
Okay.
runs.
You see Pyra now just chasing Timber, and Timber is just out juking the hell out of her.
So Zoria will circle back around to Urabos and like kind of grab his arm and say, "We're going back to the inn now."
Erebos, no, I'm not trying to hide it. Oh, okay. I get it now. I see what you guys did.
Okay.
I don't like this new game. I'm not a fan of tag.
Pyra, you're starting to get out of breath, and Timber is just.
Zoria tries to like make eye contact with everyone at some point as she's like running back down towards the city, like down towards where the inn is, and like trying to catch everyone's eyes, like, hey, this is why I did this. I mean, tag is fun, but we should also do this.
All right, what did it?
Orladar's kind of just looking up to see if the guard is watching us still, or.
You did notice that after Zoria started explaining the game, the guard did begin to walk away, but as everybody ran and Pyra and Urabos sort of just stood there, he did start like watching, but more confused, like what the hell are they doing? Unless I'm suspicious of them.
What?
Right.
Yeah.
Good. Perfect.
And he's sort of just cocking an eyebrow, watching like. And especially after Urabos went, oh, very loudly.
Oh my god.
The guard is just like, okay. And is just kind of watching,
You know what? It's
watching
better
you
than-
with a confused stare.
Okay.
I'm gonna make my way over to Zoria.
Yeah, you can catch up.
Timber
See this
with
as
the
my
light
opportunity.
with the light jog. What
Pyra's gonna hold on to her key and she's gonna stealth as much as she can behind Timber.
Make a
Try to
stealth
tag her.
Make a stealth check with advantage. Timber, make a perception check
Oh, with advantage.
with advantage. Yeah.
I don't have advantage, right?
No. Just a perception check.
1 sec.
Timber, what did you get?
18.
24.
Oh.
Timber, you don't hear a thing. Pyra, you come up behind Timber. What do you do?
I'll right on the back of the head. Tag! And then I'll run away.
You just turn around and you see Pyra bolting it back up the street.
Still no idea what's happening. She lost her perception check to see if she locked eyes with Zoria was a 1.
So I'll say Orladar, since you sort of stuck around to check on the guard, you come sauntering at a very leisurely pace down the street, and you just see Pyra booking it past you, back up to the park.
Pyra, what are you doing?
And run.
Pyra, we're going back to the inn.
Tag! Keep running. She doesn't understand this game.
Do you tag me?
Do you actually tag Orladar?
Yeah, I'm gonna tag. Keep
Perfect.
running.
Okay, I'm it. The game's over.
Oh.
Pyra,
Hey, how does this game work?
Oh.
let's walk back to our room and I'll explain it to you.
Did I win?
Yes,
Okay.
you won.
I feel better. Okay.
Orladar, make a deception check.
Orladar is every parent explaining tag to their
Pyra,
children.
make
when
an
they don't want to
insight
play
check.
anymore.
Just a second here. I'm gonna. Oh, my eyes. That is a What is 6 plus 7?
13.
13. That's a 13.
Pyra,
Hmm.
what was your insight check?
Oh, I didn't hear you say that.
Oh, I said Pyra roll an insight check.
That was my bad. A 17. I feel like I didn't win.
Well,
I feel like.
Why
here's
don't
the thing.
you? Why don't you let
I
me?
feel like tag, and I'm gonna run away.
Oh my god!
Well, you're never gonna win if you don't listen to me explain the game.
She's gone.
She's gone.
Alright, I'm
Orlador?
just gonna keep walking back to the room.
Okay. Alright, so while you four make it back to your room, Pyra, you are running around in the park. Running around for 3 minutes, 5 minutes. You don't see your friends anywhere.
What the? What is this game? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'll wait a little bit to see if they're hiding from me. And I'll just kind of like walk around. Guys! Zoria? Erebos?
You get a viewpoint from the crowd, please.
Timber? Orladar? Guys? Did I win? Hello?
3 guards have now converged at the edge of the wall, just looking down at this crazy bright red tiefling.
Oh my god.
I don't get this game, guys. I don't get it. I don't know what the whole point is.
After about 10 minutes of no Pyra.
Well, Pyra, how long do you wait in the park?
6 minutes.
How long?
6 minutes.
Okay.
All right, so it's been 6 minutes and no sign of your friends. You guys make it all back to the inn and just Pyra isn't there. 3, 5, 6 minutes pass.
She'll come back when she figures out that we're not playing anymore.
All right, so the 4 of you, what are you 4 doing?
Is there anybody else in the inn?
Oh yeah, there are people having meals,
Yeah.
having
okay.
drinks, playing card games and such, like with their friends and stuff.
Is there a table where we can all just sit and have a drink and?
Yep, easy enough.
It's
Let's
like
do
11
that.
in the morning.
Yeah, people
5 o'clock
are having like lunch and stuff. You know, drinks doesn't have to be alcoholic, Ruthann.
Yes, you're right. I just don't assume so when Orladar says it.
That's very fair.
That is actually extremely fair.
That is very accurate.
As soon as they find a table, Zoria will like cross her arms and lay her head down on it and try very, very hard to rest as much as she can. She's attempting to take a long rest.
Instead of going to your room.
She wants to also maybe be able to hear what they're planning.
Okay. Make a constitution check.
Okay. Just a check?
Yeah. What are you 3 doing or discussing?
I'm basically just waiting for Pyra to get here.
Okay.
So that we can go upstairs and rest because it sounds like we're going to be pulling an all-nighter.
8.
So,
8. You're like
8.
you're that kid who's like really tired but can't get comfortable on like really tired at the restaurant but can't get comfortable on their arms. So like they keep moving their head and they can't fall asleep even though they really want to.
Sorry, do you want to head upstairs? And we'll all be up as soon as Pyra gets here.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Zoria.
Go get some rest.
Zoria goes.
Erebos wants to ask the barkeep if he knows where to buy gunpowder.
What do you want gunpowder for? The little gnomish fellow. It's like
Erebos likes to think for a second. Art.
Make a deception check, Erebos.
I'm not good at these. Alright.
This one you do not get to use your constitution modifier for.
Fine.
You use your charisma. You rocky
16.
boy. 16? He's sort of like, alright.
Well, you see, you burn the gunpowder onto, like, something after you make a cool pattern.
Alright, sounds...
You have to see it through my mind.
That sounds
You
pretty
won't
cool.
understand.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
In the city, we don't really have gunpowder for sale. It's kind of reserved for more governmental weapons and such.
Weapons? That's kind of a radical weapon. No.
Urbos, make another deception check, this time with disadvantage.
Don't
12?
start barking.
12? Okay.
Yeah.
He says, right, well, I'm very sorry, but we don't exactly have that for sale out and about here in the capital. Sorry. I've got more work to do, though, so he sort of goes off and keeps running from table to table.
Erebos will put his head down on the... whatever. Anywhere he can find to lay his head down, sadly.
Okay. After about 8 or so minutes, Pirate comes walking through the door. Pirate, you walk into the door and you see these three sitting at a table, having sort of like a little snacky meal.
Just slam the door open and walk in very angrily towards my friends and say, "You left me all alone in a city. All alone, Orladar, in a city I don't know, all by myself." And I don't understand. I don't understand this game of tag. I don't understand what it is. And you guys left me, and you were not fair sports. And I would just like to say I'm mad at all of you, and no push-ups tonight.
You know what? That's fine.
I'm not speaking to you.
You don't deserve push-ups because you ran away from me.
I was told that was the game.
I was trying to explain the game to you, and I told you we were all coming back here. You knew where we were. You chose to run away. You chose
I heard
not
nothing
to
of that.
me.
I did not hear that.
Yep.
I
Go
tagged
to your
you.
room. Go to your room.
I'm not
Zoria's
speaking
up
to
there. Zoria's up there resting. Let's all go.
I'm going because I want to go and not
next.
because you told me to go. I'm gonna walk upstairs.
Good.
You have like slight
going
stomp.
upstairs.
Okay, so you all go to your room. Is there anything else you all would like to do, or any conversations you'd like to have before you all lay down for your midday rest?
Yeah.
We need to figure out the plan.
Yeah,
Okay.
when we get
Yeah, I
upstairs
thought we were
and
discussing.
we're in private. Yeah, I didn't want to discuss
Okay.
that in front of others.
All right, so you all go in. I assume you go into the room that Zoria is not asleep in.
Correct.
Zoria has conked out.
Yeah, she needs to get her rest. So we want to wait until dark.
Yes.
We want to head up there. Zoria's gonna make us all invisible-ish, something like that. That's her plan. We can also do some kind of a distraction. I have spells that can do things like that, like minor illusions or something. So if we wanted to distract guards away from where we were, or make some kind of a distraction while we're opening it, we could do that too.
Can you make an illusion of the guard standing at the door looking up at the other guard?
Maybe. Let me look and see how that works.
Hey DM,
Yes, Timber.
Spell book.
roughly what does the guard's uniform look like? Are they all wearing the same thing? Is it like chainmail, armor?
So it looks like a full breastplate, and then sort of just some like they don't really have a bottom half to their armor. Their legs just look like they're in sort of leather padded armor, and then they're all wearing a breastplate with like full sort of shoulder pieces. And then all of the guards that you have seen patrolling the top of the tower, patrolling the top of the wall, standing at the front gate of the wall, have all had that dark teal shoulder drape on their left shoulder.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And only the guards that you've seen patrolling up on the wall and the guards standing at the front gate have also had a helmet that sort of like has like a middle nose piece that just slides onto their head. But the guard that you saw transporting Rileth up the stairs did not have a helmet on, but he was still wearing that full plate armor with the shoulder drape.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm thinking about wondering if we could potentially piece together an outfit that replicates the guard's outfit. So then it'd be easier for us to sneak in or to blend in. But that sounds like nothing that we have. So
also each all of the guards' breastplates also have had sort of an insignia emblazoned on the front. It doesn't look like it was just like painted on or something. It looks sort of like secured on the front.
So I can create an image. I can create a sound or an image of an object. And so a sound can be any volume ranging from a whisper to a scream. And it can be a voice, lion's roar, beating drum, any other sound. So it could be a sound of an explosion or anything like that. And then, but I don't think I can do an illusion of a person because it does say object, such as chair, muddy footprints, a small chest, something like that. And the object can't be any larger than a 5-foot cube. And the image can't create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect. So, but that would be a good way if we need to have some kind of a distraction rather than actually blowing something up with gunpowder.
Yes.
I could just do a minor illusion.
Yes, so Orladar, you would know that minor illusion cannot convey a living creature.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify that for you. You are correct in that minor illusion can only create an object that fits within only an object or sound that fits within a 5 by 5 foot cube, but not a living creature or any movement. It is just a stagnant image. It cannot move or waver.
So you could make sound. Could you make like a human scream?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, or a lion's roar, or the sound of an explosion, anything like that.
A lion's roar right in the middle of the city.
I think that would be really cool and would definitely get people's attention.
Yeah.
That's probably true.
Especially because a lion's roar can be heard for miles. Like.
Yeah.
Right, but there are limitations to the spell. A lion's roar can be heard for miles, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like the sound. Well, I was just reading the limitations to sound are not as severe as the limitations to an image. So we get more bang for our buck, so to speak, if I use it to cast a sound.
It is also a
to
cantrip.
Create a sound. Huh?
I said it is also a cantrip that you can cast as many times as you want.
Right,
Whenever
exactly.
you want.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. DM, can I ask a question?
Yes.
As we're making our plan. Would the goggles of object reading help at all with the wall, the trying to open the wall, like seeing it? Would I be able to see like where it is or anything?
No.
Well, it says if it would show whether it's magic or just mechanical.
Exactly.
So I would be able to use it to like see if it's magical, right?
You would have advantage on a check to find out if it's if it's magical.
Okay. Because I would get like one. All right. I just wanted to know that before we go there, in case we can't, in case we have a hard time finding it or something. I thought
I
that
might
could be
have
helpful.
something that can help.
Okay, excellent.
Erebos will manifest his echo.
Erebos sort of like concentrates for a second, and you all see kind of similar to when he uses his pass without a trace ability, and sort of the gems and crystals within the skin of his body that you can see sort of like glow a deep green hue. You can see the gems themselves are sort of all different colors, like blues and greens. Around, but when he does this and concentrate, you see a sort of light from within each of the gems glow a deep black grayish, and sort of like glow through the crystals. And then the same thing wherever his shadow is being cast from the light around the room sort of sinks into his heels, and then sort of like pops up from stands up from the ground itself as a full 3D image. And it's just a smoky shadow of Erebos' form with the two white eyes, and it's just standing there next to him, sort of like a mirror, with his with the swords at his side.
Like Peter Pan's shadow?
Yeah.
I can move it mentally.
Some chills.
I will go ahead and transport my consciousness into it.
What?
So as Erebos sort of closes his eyes, and you see the two white eyes in the shadow like sort of disappear as well, and so it's just a darkened shadow. And as Erebos opens his eyes, Erebos' eyes are white, and you can see the pupils and the colors of Erebos' eyes open up in the shadow. Up close, Erebos and sort of Erebos is just standing there.
I poke Erebos.
You poke Erebos?
Yeah.
You poke Erebos, and Erebos starts leaning back and just falls onto the ground, just stiff as a rock.
I poke the shadow.
Your finger goes.
What? Erebos,
I will
where
poke
are you?
Orladar back with the echo.
With the shadow, the shadow's finger just lifts up and passes right through your chest, and it's like Moaning Myrtle in Harry Potter.
Oh my god.
That is weird, buddy.
Yeah, and Erebos, you cannot talk,
Erebos would
correct?
not. No, I am deafened.
Yeah.
And deafened. I can't hear basically, and I cannot see.
And you cannot see, and you.
In my regular body, but I can hear and see through my echo.
You hear and see through your echo, and you can control it.
From 2,000 feet away.
Mm-hmm. Well, you all didn't hear that. Erebos, it's just a shadow. It's sort of Erebos' actual eyes.
That was informative towards the real person game.
Yeah.
But Erebos will walk behind Orladar, like with the echo.
Yeah, the echo.
And
the echo just passes through Orladar. Just.
And I will swap places with my echo.
So as the echo walks behind, or whose music is that?
It's the background. That's why I keep muting.
I see. But yeah, so Erebos' shadow steps behind Orladar, and then sort of slowly you see his real body, which is now laying on its back in the middle of the floor, from the feet up start sort of becoming incorporeal and just a shadowy figure, and it sort of slowly lifts up as the feet of the shadow become solid rock, as Erebos' feet, and it sort of like grows and gradually goes.
That's cool as hell.
And Erebos' real body becomes his shadow in the shadow.
Back.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you switch back, obviously. And then as he switches back, and I'm assuming you dismiss it or something, the shadow just goes and like disperses into a very fine mist and just kind of dissipates.
What? What just happened?
It was more of a feeling. It's still iffy, but gotta practice some more on it.
Yeah, Erebos, this is what Erebos has been working on the past like 10 days.
Okay,
10, 11 days.
How long can that shadow you last?
I don't believe it has a limit, but I can only have my mind to it for, as of right now, 10 minutes.
Okay. So if your mind is not in it, can you still control it and make it like move?
Not as far as I would want to.
Okay.
It's small area.
How small? Like, could you use it to distract the guard on the up on the wall? That's like 100 feet away or something, or 60. I can't remember. The DM said.
Without me being in it, no.
Got it.
But if you protect my body, I can probably pull something out.
Always.
Can definitely protect your body. Is so
Urbos. Does it have to be in solid 3D form, or can it be like flat on a wall, like a shadow?
Ah.
It is me. It is my
Yeah.
shape.
All right.
It is a reflection of him.
Can I just
Just
ask a context question because I left to go to the bathroom? Is everyone back in the room and am I asleep?
Yeah, everyone
Yes.
went into the other room that you are not sleeping in.
Perfect.
So you are
that
asleep,
you could rest.
currently resting. He's a baby.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh no, I can't do that. I just pulled the mic.
Oh no! Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Nova's in here now. Just so you guys. Oh wait, no, she just brought herself to me. This works.
She says, come,
So-
pick me up. Here's my baby.
Okay. So what are you all doing?
Loving Nova.
Sleeping.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Zoria is sleeping.
So I
The rest
don't
of you
know,
four.
Okay, I don't know that we have a solid plan yet, but we have some really good ideas, right? We've got some ways to cause distractions. Urbos could be two people at once, kind of. Two of himself. It's very weird.
It's very weird.
What's the plan once we sneak our way in? Like, I feel like before we even go, we should send a message to Rileth and make sure, like, ask where he is.
Yeah, that's
see
a
if
good
see if he's okay.
idea.
Like, find out if they moved him back or if he's still wherever they took him today. And then, I mean, I guess the plan's to just break in and grab him and get out? Is that what we're trying to do? What are we trying to do? What's our mission, Urbos?
At first, I thought it was just to get Rileth out, but now I'm more intrigued on what's going on with everything.
Me too.
Yeah.
I've come to the realization that maybe what he did was not right, but what's happening everywhere is not okay.
Yeah.
I'm growing up. Airbus doesn't like it.
Or both.
Yeah,
Wait, I'm beginning to have a
adulthood sucks,
conscience.
buddy. Adulthood sucks.
I worry that if we break Rileth out, he will not be able to stay on Altera. He will be a fugitive.
Definitely, and so will we.
And is
There's
right.
other places we can take him that don't have
Yeah.
the same
but-
laws that Altera does, or
Well,
the same kind of
Rileth,
societal
Rileth
laws
might
as
want
well.
to stay here. He may want to get out of prison in a legal way.
If we take him out, that won't be a choice anymore.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is, if we break him out, Urbos, you might not be able to ever come home again.
Yeah.
And so then you're not going to be able to, you know, see your foster parents and spend time with them. I don't like that idea. Also, we wouldn't be able to stick around till the coronation. That's still a few days away. And we just
Yeah,
did our
I mean,
research.
I think if
this
we
goes
want
to-
I think if we want to change anything in Altera for the better, we're gonna have to speak to the king or to Prince Jakal.
I mean, we could always do both, because if this goes to a plan tonight, then they don't know who we are.
Yes.
That's true.
If not breaking someone out tonight, maybe a layout, stakeout.
Perhaps. It's a good idea.
Knowing where we might be would probably be
Urbos.
ideal.
Urbos, go ahead and make a wisdom save for me. And
I don't like wisdom saves.
subtract 5 from your roll.
What?
What?
Oh,
That's
no.
already...
Seems a little
Okay,
cruel.
11.
11? Okay.
11. I
Carry
was
on.
subtracted 6 total because my -1.
Ugh.
That's rough, buddy.
Go ahead and carry on.
Yeah, but as long as this goes to plan tonight, or... I don't think that... I think that if we use that entrance to get in tonight only for a layout look, that entrance is really quickly going to be closed off.
Yeah.
I think
Just
that
an
this entrance
FYI.
is more of a... Continue, sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. You're saying something important. I was going to say something character related.
Oh, it's just more of... I think it's more of a one-time... Get her in, get her done kind of deal with this
Yeah.
entrance. Because as soon as they realize that it's being used by someone else, they're going to close that shit down right away.
Yeah. So do we even want to go in there tonight, or do we want to wait and save it?
I think first we should find out where Rileth is. And
Yeah.
Orladar, you said you can scout out the castle? You can send a critter?
Yeah, that's...
What was it?
Yeah, I could use my Find Familiar.
So, theoretically, you could scout the path to the dungeon. Or perhaps
Yes.
Rileth's cell.
Yeah, and just like with Urbos when he's in his shadow form, you guys would have to protect my body
Mhm.
if I was traveling with my familiar, so that I could see what it sees.
We could do that. We could do that now during the light of day.
Also,
Just
we've
so
already
we
kind
have
of,
a better idea.
yeah, we've kind of already made a spectacle of ourselves in the park, though, with the
A little
guards,
bit?
and I don't know that we should go back there today.
I just feel like lately we've been doing a lot of waiting
I know.
and not a lot of doing.
I know.
I think that this person is very important to Urbos. And I think that as long as we do it right and we get the plan solid and not go in with all these like variables that we got going, I think that as long as we're strategic about it, I think that we could pull it off and still be able to do what we want to do with coronation and everything. There's
Okay.
places we could take Rileth where he could be safe.
All right. Where?
There's a way we could have the best of both worlds where Urbos can still come back to his life here.
Okay, Pirate, give us the plan. If you see this as a simple extraction, we're gonna go in, we're gonna extract Rileth, and then we are gonna go about our business after we put him in hiding someplace. How do you see that going down?
Well, first of all, we can't look like ourselves, even if that just means changing our clothes and putting something over our heads.
Okay.
For one. We definitely need to go in the dead of night when the guards are doing their walkarounds. I have them mapped. I know when they're gonna be not there. If we cause enough of a loud noise on the far end of the castle, on the totally opposite side, it should draw enough attention for all of the people on the top to go checking over there to make sure that they're not getting breached on that side, to where they wouldn't even hear us going in and closing it behind us. And then all we need to do is go in and get Rileth once we figure out where he is after talking and sending a message. Getting him, face still covered so they don't know who we are. Arms covered too because one of us has fur. And that's... And
Pretty
Urbos,
big
I know you
tell.
don't like wearing clothes. But we maybe need to cover the rock.
Let's face it, we're all pretty
What's wrong with my
noticeable.
rock?
Your
I
rock
haven't
is
seen-
beautiful.
I haven't seen any other
Mhm.
dragonborns since we've been here.
Exactly.
Yeah. Only one of you looks semi-human.
And also maybe like don't leave any. I hate to say this, and I'm glad that Zoria's asleep because she would really hate me for saying this, but not leaving any witnesses behind. Just don't leave witnesses. Get in, get out. When they ask if we had anything to do with it,
This is so
deny,
fun.
deny, deny. We're just here visiting. That's all we're here to do. They have no reason to suspect we're not. We've done nothing yet.
I love having a party with different morality.
May I
different moral views.
present the idea? We break Rileth out tonight, perhaps. Where are we taking him? Jack and Samantha's farm? And then how long are we going to hide out there until we have passage to get off of this island? I'm a little worried about the timing of it all.
I'm not the best with plans, but I don't think him being at Sam and Jax would be the best idea.
Yeah. No.
If we got him tonight, we would need to take him somewhere. And I'm thinking, is there wooded areas near here?
Not near you guys.
But like far enough away that we could put Rileth into a carriage, cover him up, and then drive to
there
a forest.
there is a sort of like heavily treed foresty area, maybe 3 to 4 hour carriage ride away, but the rest of it is sort of just like open fields and
What
flat
about-
grasslands.
Single horseback, one other person.
You could probably get there a little bit quicker.
Here's
Maybe
what I'm
an hour,
thinking.
maybe an hour and a half.
What we could do, we get him out. One of us gets on, what were their names? Biney, we can get on Biney, Albie, that's it is. Albie, and then one of us rides to the forest. We have enough time in the day to go scout out a good place in the forest to be able to save, or to like, keep him where he won't be found. And then one of us stays with him and until we find a better option. I mean, I've known quite a few people in my life. I know that there's quite a few people that would do good with a person like Rileth and would be able to take care of him. So we could see about doing something like that in the future.
Are you talking about who I think you're talking about, Pyra?
You know I'm talking about who I think I'm talking about.
Oh, shit. Oh,
I'm just saying
God.
we have options.
We do have options.
But I don't think
How would
that
we get him
can
off
leave.
the island? Is
Oh,
my question.
Captain
The fact
Douchebag.
Hey.
that you saw
pay
how
him
well
enough?
guarded that was.
We
We'll
have
do
to wait
anything.
until him and his ship returns here.
Well, he's not coming back till I call him, so.
We pay him enough,
Isn't
he'll
it?
come right away.
I thought he was coming back in a month or something like
Yeah,
that.
he said he told you all that that him and his crew has other work for the next month.
Yep.
And after they were done with that, they would come back to the island to see if they could find you and see if you needed passage off.
Mm-hmm.
We steal a boat. I'm so glad Zoria's not awake to yell at me right now.
And we're killing people, we're stealing boats, we're hiding out
I
in the
don't agree
woods.
to
We-
killing necessarily.
We're not gonna kill. I never said kill. I said simply don't leave witnesses.
What's Zoria's passive?
They're in a different room.
I know. They're
And
in
you're
next
asleep.
room, right?
They're across the hall.
But you're
Oh,
supposed to be asleep.
Across the hall. I
And you're
know.
Unless you're meditating first
No,
and praying first.
she would be sleeping first.
Okay. You all did just wake up 2-3 hours ago.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
kind of
Less?
forcing herself to sleep. You know,
Yeah.
that sleep where you
Just-
very
just-
easily
just,
could wake up.
Took some melatonin.
Yeah, exactly.
All I'm saying is that
Some of Timber's.
We still have
Cast sleep on herself.
so much time in the day that we never use
Well, yeah.
that we definitely could put this whole plan together before we even have to. Zoria needs to sleep. That's great. Let Zoria sleep. However, I have a shit ton of energy and we got a shit ton of lattes.
Hell yeah, we do.
It's only a 3-hour horseback ride to find a place in the forest. One
3
of us,
hours, 3
two
to
of us
4 hours there, and 3 to 4 hours back.
on carriage.
No,
One
on
rider?
horseback.
No. On carriage, it was 3 to 4 hours, he said.
Also, that was with a single riding horse, and the 4 horses you have are draft horses.
I can find a single
They
riding
are
horse.
different.
Big boys.
They're big boys. They are big, strong boys.
Strong boys, lots of endurance.
Not much speed.
Here, this is going to be crazy, but just play along for a minute.
Alright.
If a prisoner escapes, where are they going to look for him? They're going to assume they've fled the city, and they're going to look in, like, the nearest wooded area or outreach farm or something
Keep them
like
close
that.
to the action.
So, what if we just hide him here in our room? Or hide him in the stable in our carriage, in our covered carriage. Nobody's going out there looking.
Love
at
this
the
plan.
carriage.
Great plan. Sold.
And then we
Sold.
can, until we have time to transport him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That could work, but it seems to me like Rileth has committed a few severe crimes, and I don't know if the city guard would just give up searching for him.
You know who might be able to hold on to him, however? Or help us in this situation?
Hmm.
The guy that he risked his life for? The reason he's in prison in the first place? The guy that's supposed to be helping with all this? And I will lay him in a new one if he tries to say no.
I don't think he'd say no. I don't think he'd say no.
I think maybe we need to talk to him as well about getting help.
I think
Erebos is scared.
Our
Yeah,
Erebos, don't worry, we're gonna get your friend.
Erebos, the one who has the most stake in this. Really,
I
the only
think
one who has
our
any stake in
present
this.
plan to sneak in and leave no witnesses might be a little disagreeable to a former guard captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to know about that part. Just
Might
like
I add-
Zoria doesn't need to know that I even mentioned leaving no witnesses.
How does it feel
Might
going
add
to
that
bed before the rest of the party?
Erebos feels, so this is strictly to the DM mainly. Erebos'
Mhm.
feeling is like that very heavy chest feeling, like as if something is crushing the lungs kind of thing, where he has to contemplate between right and wrong, and emotional feeling over morality.
Rational, yeah.
Yeah, that's so, Erebos is very,
Emotion over ration.
Erebos, what is your ideal
Yeah,
outcome?
I will say, as you all have been having this discussion, Erebos is just sort of like zoning out. Erebos is just staring.
Wrapped in a blanket, looking terrible.
Yeah, it looks exactly like this, but he's like almost not even paying attention to you all, and he's just sort of staring.
I know I have a habit of just jumping right into military covert operation mode, but how do you see this working out? What do you want to come from this? Do you even want us to break Rileth out right now? Do you want to try to go the lawful way?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the government. I don't know what Rileth did exactly. I don't know what's reasoning behind all of it. So many questions I don't know.
You know where all those answers are? Probably inside that castle.
Erebos' breathing will like pick up a little bit more. He's kind of
Slight panic attack.
kinda like on the very minimal scale.
Mm-hmm. Just like right there at the surface.
Yes,
I'm
yes, yes.
sorry, my tenant has just got home, and so
I see.
there will be some. I will be muted, and there will be some distraction here for a moment.
You have the last say in this, I want to say, Erebos. He's your family. This is your family here. This is
Yeah.
You're the one with the most at stake.
And I
don't care
send
about
him a
ever coming back
message.
here.
Yeah, we can. This is all Ervos. Whatever you need, we are here for you. And so we can send Rileth a message right now, and you can tell me what you want to ask him or say to him. Maybe you and he together need to decide what we're doing tonight.
If it came down to it, I would choose to help the country. Erebos' eyes will start kind of getting a little bit red. I was raised to choose the greater good.
The good of the many
Outweigh the good of the few.
One. Holy Spock.
Erebos is rock Spock.
Perhaps we can maybe see about getting an audience with the king today.
We didn't have a lot of luck even getting towards the gate, though.
Perhaps if we ask around, maybe the shopkeepers might know of a way to contact someone within the castle. Maybe someone who's lived in the city for a while may know.
It's a possibility.
I don't have any other ideas.
Do you miss Majors?
Yes. Rude little butt. All right. Are you guys sort of laying down to start an 8-hour rest, or?
I need no long rest.
I
I don't want to keep wasting hours.
Okay.
See the IRL time. Should we take a little break?
I was just about to, if you were done. I was letting you all decide what you were going to do next before.
Perhaps we can think. I don't know what I want to do. I'm just here.
Orladar does not need a long rest at the moment.
Well, I know you. Well, I know that you all already took a long rest, but the thing is that if you stay up throughout the day, and then you try to do something in the middle of the night, you'll get a point of exhaustion because you will not have just rest. You will have expent your energy throughout being awake in the day.
Right.
And that is what Zoria is sort of circumventing by going to sleep in the middle of the day.
Right. So yes, I would like to take a long rest if we're going to be up in the middle of the night. But before that, I'd like to send a message to Rileth. So maybe we could
hold on.
do that before we go on break
hold
or
on.
after.
Okay, Erebos?
Is there an open fire somewhere I can just kind of set my sword into?
There is a fireplace down in the main tavern area, but if you all don't have anything else to discuss with each other, then I do think that is where we're going to take a short break. So go off, use the restroom, get a small snack, and we will come back we'll come back in about 10 to 15 minutes and see what the Shield of the Coast want to do next. Be right back, guys.
See you guys.
And welcome back. All right, so welcome back, everybody. Sorry for a little bit longer of a stream. I was just clarifying some visual things that, in retrospect, I probably could have clarified for you all out there watching.
Yeah.
But it's fine. We're just gonna keep moving. So, sorry, Timber, do you have any more questions or anything else you need clarifying?
No, I think I'm good.
You think you're good?
Yeah. What?
Okay.
If you have any questions, or if I can help you at all, you can also message me if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Try to help explain it.
All right.
Yeah, you can always talk to each other in the group chat.
The city, is it laid out? I'm sorry, I do have more questions. Is it laid out? Is it just slanted? Is it just a hill, or are they kind of in steps?
Do you mean the city as a whole?
Yeah, the city as a whole.
The city as a whole is like a very, very steep slant. And then just buildings sort of outcropping out of this very, very steep mountain. This like large mountain. Yes, that's how I explained it when you first got there. It looks exactly like the White City, Lord of the Rings.
Where the white tree is, where
Minas Tirith, yes.
Where the big battle is, and
yes, it is a large mountain city with a castle at its peak.
I've never seen Lord of the Rings.
Oh, what?
Okay, we'll get into this later. Mom.
Wow, that's surprising. Anyways, so is so you've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yes.
Imagine like bossing, say like the tiers of the city. You said as they go up, it gets like more expensive. But is there like a separation in what kind of stores are where?
No.
Like, okay.
Not really.
Okay, so it's
just sort of gradual. It's like the lower end of the city is a little more rickety, less well put together buildings. Not as many shops, and then as you just get higher in the city, you see the gradual increase of wealth and increase of development and stuff like that.
All right. And I guess my final question for now is how far away is our tavern where we're staying?
Your inn is like a 3-minute walk.
So it's like kind of in the higher end of the city.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You guys find like a nice one that is up close to the top of the city.
Cool. So, wait, I have another question. Is this city like crammed? Is this like a cramped city? Are there buildings like everywhere? Like they didn't really plan the development? Okay, cool.
Yeah. That's sort of one way to look at it. It's there also aren't a lot of sort of back streets. It's this one larger main street that sort of that spirals around the city with just buildings on both ends.
So it is just like that city in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh damn! All right. Okay, I'll stop asking questions.
I'm original. This is an original idea, everybody.
I love your idea.
Not at all stolen from the anyway.
Borrowed. Inspiration from.
Inspired by.
Yes.
Inspired by Lord of the Rings.
Anyways.
No, it's not exactly like the city. It's not exact. It is not Minas Tirith, but.
Whatever you say.
Hey, it's a good idea.
Thank you.
Anyway, Timber, did you have any more
No,
questions?
I'm good. I think I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Okay, so you four are still in your room discussing. Are any of you going about doing anything else?
Oh wait, how tall is the castle? Like, how many stories do you estimate it to be?
Anywhere between 4 and 8. Like, it's big. It's big. It's a big castle.
Large.
Very large castle. Like, Timber, you've probably never seen a structure so big. This is the biggest single building you've ever seen.
Alright. I'm impressed.
Hey, is that moldy or bad?
Yeah, you shouldn't eat that.
Chat amongst yourselves.
This is what most of the break was. Oh, oh hey! Noah's here.
Pictures.
Honey.
Hey, big brother.
Okay. Pictures?
Okay.
Thanks, Laura.
You're welcome.
What are y'all doing?
Sleeping.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah.
Just in case you forgot.
Okay, thank you.
Preparing to send a message to Rileth before I get some rest.
Okay.
Erebos will go up. Is there any way I can put my sword somewhere else to get in fire, or is it only downstairs that I know of?
I can't see that. can't read it.
Okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Eros, before you go do your sword thing, you have to tell me, you have to stay with me when we send this message.
Yeah.
Anxiety.
Hey Aiden, I
Yes.
have another question.
Yep.
What are the buildings made out of mostly?
Mostly wood for
Okay.
for 90% of the 90% of the city leading up. Once you get to sort of like the last tier that's like directly around the castle, you see more metals, and the castle itself seems to be made out of stone and metal, and yeah, you see more stone and higher developed buildings up at like the very top of the city.
Okay. All right.
Yes, thank you, Noah.
Just thinking about fire. That's all. And that's all.
Just thinking about this magical item I've had in my pocket for months.
I am thinking about that.
I've
And
never
I am
used.
thinking about a barrel of TNT. Like, that's a bad distraction.
Well,
Hey,
thinking
not
about a
that bad of a
barrel of
distraction.
TNT.
I mean, it could light the whole city on fire, is what I was just thinking about. Anyways, that's all. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Pyra and Timber, what are you doing as Orladar is trying to talk to Urabos about sending a message?
Yeah. You have to tell me what to say. What do you want me to convey?
I'll probably be hanging out with them trying to send a message.
Okay. Pyra?
Because it's like noon.
Yeah, it's noon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave the inn, actually. And I would like to go down towards the lower part of the city first and see if there's any abandoned buildings.
No, come here.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Orladar and Urabos.
Yep. Let's do this. 25 words.
Do it. What are you doing?
What do you want me to say?
Well, firstly, I hope he's well. We're gonna fix the country.
Okay.
I feel like you should know that.
Okay.
We'll do what we can for him.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Let's do this. Rileth. Urabos wants you to know we are going to try to fix what's wrong with the city. We will do what we can for you. How many words do I have left?
I'm kind of confused.
I'm pretty sure you have 4.
Okay, that's what I thought. Hope you are okay.
Yeah.
Wait for a response. At this point, he knows how this works.
So, after a second, you hear a and no further response.
It's not good.
What did he say?
Nothing. He just coughed. Like a grunting, pained cough.
They could be watching him.
Urabos, didn't you sort of remember that the first time you messaged him, you said something about coughing if he couldn't respond?
Oh.
Yeah.
Did that happen?
Yes, it definitely
that
did.
was like
Whoa.
2 game
You can
sessions
feel
ago, so-
Zoria nodding from across the hall.
You feel yes.
Hey, he
Pyra
can't
from the lower end of the city.
He can't respond. He's like, they're watching it. They must be right with him.
Erebos will just take his sword down to the fireplace area.
Okay, Erebos, you just walk away from Orladar and Timber.
Great.
Okay.
Orladar's gonna rest.
Doesn't know what to say.
Okay, Timber.
I'm taking a long rest.
Kind of want to walk around the city.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna leave the tavern, and I'm gonna walk around.
Okay, Erebos, you go down, and as it's getting later into sort of the noonish hour of the day, the sort of tavern room, the tap room of this inn and tavern is sort of cleared out and died down a little bit, and you see the gnomish innkeeper sort of running around wiping down tables and stuff, and there is a small fireplace with a little fire going over on one end of the room with two chairs in front of it.
Would it be okay if I set this in the...
Do you ask the innkeeper?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion check, please.
Frickle fraggle. That's an at one regardless of what I say. But you said persuasion?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's definitely an at one +2.
He sort of gives you a cocked eyebrow and like a very worried look, based on your past question about gunpowder. And he goes, "Why exactly would you need to do that?"
Oh, sorry. I've had a bad day. This
So you need to
sword,
put your sword in a fire.
I can expend one charge, sure. And he kind of ignites the blade, and then says,
As you ignite the blade, he like throws a towel, and like the 2 or 3 other patrons in the room sort of like stand up and like back away from you, and the gnomish bartender just start saying, no, please, don't hurt me, please. You can take all the gold that you want. You can take all the gold that you want. No, please, I don't want anything to do. I don't want anything to do with no, please.
He turns it off, and she says, "It's the charge. Charges it."
What the hell do you mean? What?
It's magical.
Yeah, no, or you can do whatever you want. Just don't hurt me, please.
I never. He takes out a few gold pieces and puts it on the table, like 10 gold pieces, and sets it at the table. No problem. I mean, no problem.
He's just looking like confused and scared, and it's just like, what are you on about? What?
Promise.
What is happening?
Remember, he has his sword sheath. I just don't. Is it okay with you to put it there?
Yeah, of course you can do whatever the hell you want.
Okay, there's those 10 for you. I didn't mean to cause you any trouble, I just thought I'd show you.
Alright.
Erebos will kind of like slowly to the fire. I already took away the gold, by the way.
Okay, you subtracted the gold.
Yeah.
Okay. He's just like stands there, and like the few other patrons in the tavern sort of just like stare at you, jaw agape, just sort of like, and just none of them
look
move.
like a rock. I don't feel like that should be the most surprising part.
All right, so you walk over to the fire and just unsheath your sword.
Yep.
You sort of like dig it underneath the embers, sort of stokes the fire, sends some sparks flying. Like everybody's just terrified of you. All right, and you just sit with your blade.
Yeah, I kind of start dozing off.
Okay. All right, so you 3 are resting. Pyra, you you left the tavern when they started doing the spell thing. So what are you looking for?
I'm going to go down to the lower part of the city and look for abandoned buildings.
Okay, go ahead and make me an investigation check, please.
Okay. Need 1 minute to get back to it. That is a 16, 17, 18.
An 18. So you walk down to the sort of lower ring of the city. You do see there are a little worse for wears buildings, more woodwork, not like no windows, just sort of like open holes. But every building you see seems to be inhabited, or sort of spruced up enough with like a door closed that you would assume it to be inhabited. Most everything in this city is sort of upkept, at least better than what you've seen in like the dock wards of Waterdeep and everything. Like you've seen some like rundown, rickety areas even in a large city, but this city everything seems to be kept up pretty well. Everybody seems to be like housed. You don't actually see any like beggars on the street or anything like that. Everybody seems to be cleaned up and going about some sort of business throughout their day. And all of the buildings seem to be inhabited.
Starting, now that I'm at the bottom of the city, starting from the bottom, there's a wall around the city, correct?
Yes.
I would like to start at the bottom where you enter, at the wall, and I would just like to walk along the wall, back up to our tavern, and see if there's any holes or breaks in the walls. It would be a good place to get out unnoticeably without using the front gate.
Okay. Go ahead and make me another investigation check.
18 plus, I said it's investigation?
Yep.
2, so dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
Yeah.
So you start walking, and there is sort of like, there's like a few feet of sort of like no development before buildings start outcropping and everything, and so there's like a few feet around the perimeter of the inner perimeter of this wall around the entire city. You walk all the way along. You're walking for 7, 8, 10 minutes, and you start to make your way about a quarter of the way. Another 7 minutes or so. And you make your way around to the opposite end. And as you start coming up to the opposite end, you start to see sort of older cracks in the wall, in sort of like the stone. You start to see looser dirt near the back. As you make your way all the way sort of like around the back half of the wall, you don't notice any holes. You don't notice any specifically like weak and easy to sort of pull out or push out bricks or anything like that, but you do see certain cracks and looser dirt, and you do see a couple of weaker places in the wall that look like could be sort of busted out easier, but they might also bring the entire wall collapsing down.
Okay. And then the last thing I want to do is just look around or make note of any stables that I see.
Okay. Easy enough. You see a couple. You see like 2 down in the lower ring. You see another one sort of middle tier. And you actually don't see any other stables except for the one at the inn that you all are renting a room at.
Yeah, and then after that, I'm just gonna go back and sleep the night till it's dark enough.
Okay, so you head back up to the tavern, yes? Okay, Timber, what are you doing as you walk out into the streets of the city?
Did we decide that our plan was we're gonna try to break him out tonight? No. Okay. Why are we resting in the middle of the day then? Okay.
You all already had this conversation. You are no longer with your party.
But like, what did we
Recon.
say at the end of our meeting?
that we're waiting for Dart to go and kind of scout out the castle. We also wanted to look for maybe some way to get an audience with the prince.
Okay.
But we've already tried the direct route and that didn't work.
Okay. How Layrol, the Open Lord, how many of those pins or insignias did she give us? What did she give us? 3?
Mm-mm. No,
2?
Orladar
Were they the
and
badges?
the badges. Orladar and Pyra have one.
So,
John.
Can I catch Pyra before she goes to bed?
You would see her as she is walking back up the main street, unless you go do anything else, because you left out into the city, and at this point, as you're walking around the streets, she is probably down circling the entirety of the city, which takes her between 30 minutes to an hour to sort of inspect the wall and check. So you're kind of standing in the streets for the better part of an hour before you see anything. So what are you doing for that hour?
Oh, well, I'm thinking I just want to try and introduce myself around, but if I would want to introduce myself as, like, from Layrol, like, on behalf of the city regarding the situation in the sky. But if I don't have that badge from Layrol, I definitely wouldn't go do that. So I would need to find a badge first. And if Orladar is asleep, then I'm gonna try to find Pyra.
Okay. You can start, because Pyra left the room.
Yeah.
So you can...
bounced.
Yeah, you can start walking in the streets and, like, looking for Pyra. Do you, like, call out her name, or do you just kind of walk?
No, I am trying to stay low-key, but I think I'm about a foot or 2 taller than most of the population in this town.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you start wandering the streets, and you actually walk all the way down the city, and you get to the gate at the base of the city that you all entered, that is currently closed with 2 guards standing in front of it, and you have not seen Pyra on the street at all. Go ahead and make either an investigation or perception check, please.
Oh, it's gonna be perception. You know it. That'll be a 21.
A 21, okay. I'll say as you're at the base of the gate, to your left you can, to your left and right, you can see the, like, few feet of undevelopment before, the few feet behind the wall of the city, of sort of undeveloped ground and everything before the buildings and the actual city itself start. And you do notice a couple of Pyra-sized foot tracks in the dirt leading to your left, but none coming from the right. It just looks like loose, undisturbed dirt.
What?
What?
So do the footprints, like, lead up to somewhere and then just end?
No. So you're standing on the street with the gate in front of you, with the interior of the gate in front of you. Then to your right and to your left, the wall around the city's perimeter leads off, and you can see a few feet of sort of undeveloped city before buildings start on either side. To your left, in the dirt, in that sort of little space between the wall and the first building of the city, you can see Pyra-sized footprints and tracks in the dirt. Okay. And to your right, in that little area, you don't see any tracks.
Okay,
and the tracks just lead off to the left.
Is this a small patch of dirt, or are there tracks? I'm gonna follow those tracks.
No, yeah. If you start following the tracks, you can see that this sort of path in the interior of the wall around the perimeter of the city sort of just leads off and just leads down around the entire wall.
Yeah, I'll follow the footprint.
Okay, after about 10 to 15 minutes, you come up and you see Pyra just sort of walking around in this sort of, like, little tight space, checking out the wall.
Pyra.
Pyra, you turn around.
I was gonna say, I turn around and throw a knife. But I'm joking. I guess. Not vibes. I'm just gonna turn around. Yeah?
You turn around and you see Timber.
Oh.
Hello.
How the hell did you find me?
Yeah, your footprints.
I gotta get new shoes.
Pyra, yeah, you look down and you can see there's very clear tracks in the dirt.
Yeah, I really gotta be more careful about that stuff.
That's all right.
What's up?
Are you busy?
No, I'm just looking at the wall.
Ah. Did you find
Honestly.
anything interesting?
Yeah, some points that I could definitely break through.
Yeah, I'll say you guys are sort of at the back, maybe like third quarter of the wall around the city at this point. So Pyra, you've seen the weaker points in the back, but the fact that there are no actual holes already.
Just in case. What do you do?
Do you have that badge from Layrol still?
Yeah, I do.
Do you want to go try and meet some people?
I mean, I'm not the most charismatic person. They're not. We can try. I don't
Me
know how
either.
They'll take to a devil person and a cat.
It might be hard to find someone willing to talk to us, but
Yeah, we can try.
we can try.
We can talk to the guy from Meat and Treats.
Yeah,
At least he knows us.
yeah. I think we might be able to find some shopkeepers and maybe strike up a conversation.
Yeah.
I've
I'll just
seen
flash
Orla
the badge.
do it.
Yeah, I'll just flash the badge, and then we'll see what happens from there. Does
should
this badge
say-
even do anything here though? Does it have any significance?
It might not mean anything, but
Just
it
in
is
case.
official.
True, it is official.
I think if we say we're on official business, they might take us a little bit more seriously.
We can try.
Let's go.
Lead the way.
Okay, so what
All
are
right.
you two doing?
Are we in the lower end of the city?
Yes, currently.
All right. Shall we go to Meats and Treats first?
Oh, there we go.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Meats and Treats is sort of at the upper end of this sort of like lower ring.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So it's easy enough to get in there. You walk in and you see Garrett currently sitting at the cash register. He's sort of checking somebody out, giving him like a slab of meat and a box of pastries.
Oh wow! I forgot about pastries too.
You two walk in, and after he finishes up with that customer, and they turn around and leave through the door, he goes, "Oh, hey guys, how you doing?"
Hi Garrett. Long time.
Hi,
no talk.
Garrett.
I mean, we were just talking yesterday, but how can I help you?
Yeah, it's a figure. It's a figure of speech.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
All right. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I want to scan and see what he's selling today. I am a carnivore after all.
Okay, you see sort of a couple of different signs for various cuts of meats, like T-bones and ribs and.
Hold on, so like cow, pig. Is there fish?
There is no fish. It's strictly like it's cows, pigs, and chickens. Just like farm animals. You guys are in sort of like the center of an island, of a large island.
Does he have jerky?
Yeah. There's a couple of different. There's like a couple of different seasoning flavors.
All right.
Yep.
I think I'd like to ask him a little bit about the different things he's got. Ask him about the jerky.
Yeah, he goes on and explains the different seasonings and stuff.
All right.
Yep.
I'll take 2 of those and 2 of those.
All right, that'll be 7 silver.
I'm gonna slap a gold piece down on the counter.
Oh,
I'm gonna
thank you.
slide it over to him, and I'm gonna go. So we are here in this town on official business, and then I'm just gonna like take the jerky. We're from Waterdeep, and you see those extra moons in the sky?
Yeah, it's been real crazy lately.
Our open lord of the city has dispatched us here to try and get more information.
Oh, I see. So you're probably working with the castle then.
Do you know how to find someone in the castle, or how to speak to someone in the castle?
Well, no, I assume if you're here on official business, you've probably already spoken through means of like magical stuff or sent letters or something like that, and you've like already set up meetings and stuff like that. Usually, people don't just show up at a big important place and say like, "Hey, we're here to work," unless it's sort of like dubious means and they're trying to lie about it, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, so
you're absolutely correct.
So I assume you all have already like set up your meeting. You should probably go talk to the cabinet and our new acting king.
You know, maybe postage from Waterdeep doesn't make it oversee very well, because that meeting never got set up. Can you believe it?
Oh yeah, that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. I figure you higher up, like governmental types, have more solid ways of getting messages long distances.
You think
with other high up officials in different governments, you know.
My party members have had great difficulty with this task.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Now, Garrett, have you ever been in the castle?
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, I've never been in the castle itself. I've been in the courtyard for various banquets and stuff. I've supplied meat for various meals and things like that. Like, yeah.
So,
different inventions and stuff.
Perhaps you have a contact in the castle.
Oh, no, not at all. No, not at all. Miss Extralia Vatab sort of usually comes to see me if she wants to showcase any of mine or Julia's food in a certain event or anything like that. But you know, we haven't actually talked to her in quite some months. It's kind of been sad.
Now, Garrett, is that one of the 4 individuals that are served directly under the king?
Oh yeah, she's the head of community.
Do they often make public appearances?
Well, they used to a little while back, but you know, with the tragedy behind with the king and queen and everything, they haven't been coming out of the castle too much. I assume they've just been working real hard on some higher up official business. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I'll enjoy these. Thank you.
Thank you. Wait, Miss Pyre, did you want to purchase anything today?
Do you have those special brownies here by chance?
Oh, you're looking for some brownies, huh? Well, come right over here. We got some with white chocolate chips. We got some with white and dark chocolate chips. We got some with mint chocolate chips. Now these are really a specialty. They're brilliant. The little chocolate chips actually have like mint cream on the inside. It just blows my mind, you know. And then we got this good stuff. This has a core of caramel in the center, like
caramel.
Like that nice melty shit, you know.
Do you have anything a little bit stronger, by chance?
No. Julia sometimes makes special salted caramel centered brownies, but those are usually just when she's feeling like it or when she can get the right salt and stuff.
I'll take the mint chocolate chip one.
Oh right. Do you want a big one or do you want a sharing like plate?
How big is big?
Ones? Like the size of your head, like. It's like
I'll take that.
All right. Yeah, it has the most caramel. That one will be 1 gold
I don't
piece.
want. Wait, sorry, I don't want caramel.
Oh, you don't want the caramel?
Mint chocolate chip.
Oh, you want the mint ones? Oh yeah, the chocolate chips are bigger. They have more mint cream. Okay. That one. These big ones will be a gold piece.
Okay. I'm gonna give them 2.
Oh no, I can't possibly accept this. No.
My head is small, so really it's like the size of 2 heads.
Well, I guess that is true.
Double the price.
It's like the size of my head.
Exactly. My head's a lot smaller, so I feel like I need to...
No. It's just a gold piece. I cannot take extra money from a friend.
I'm sorry. I'm not forcing you to take it or anything.
He slides it back.
Look at the time.
He slides it back.
Time.
take your, or he actually sets it on top of your brownie and hands the brownie to you. It's like a cake brownie.
I will be coming back to give you this gold, sir.
And I will give you another brownie when you do. He hands it.
Okay. Are you ready to go, Timber?
Yes. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right, thank you too. Feel free to stop by anytime.
Have a good day. All right.
All right.
Walk out onto the street.
All right, what are you two off to do next? As the rest of you three rest.
What should we
Here's
do now?
Here's a funny idea.
It's probably pushing 1:30, getting close to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you two wanted to get the benefits of a long rest, you probably want to start it soon.
Yeah, we can just talk walking back.
All right, let's go.
I've been thinking, we keep telling everyone that we're on business from Layrol,
Yeah.
right? And that we're here to, which is not true, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
What's to say we can't contact Layrol and be like, hey, we're running into a lot of dead ends here. We need a little help. Is
We
there any way you can
do
send
that.
the government here something saying that we're on official business because your badges are doing nothing for us?
What if someone from the government could just send a message?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have
Yeah.
to talk to Layrol first.
Do you know how to talk to Layrol?
I think Zoria does.
All right. Should we wake her up?
Not right now. She's not happy when she wakes up.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll wait.
The angel is totally gone in the morning. Scary.
Yeah.
All right. So do you two just get back to the inn and sort of start resting?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Zoria, you are definitely the first to wake up as
Yes.
you just
Indeed.
resting in the middle of a video game, just as you see the sun go, the moon come up, because that's how moons work.
This is turning into a real stretch.
Yep. Zoria, you wake up probably about 9 o'clock.
Mhm.
Yeah, about like between 8 and 9 at night. You sort of dozed off a little extra hard there in the middle. As Orladar and Orladar Urbos is sort of passed out just in front of the fire, watching his blade burn a bright orange. Orladar, you're passed out, and Timber and Pyra, you two have completely zonked. Zoria, you wake up late into the evening, and the rest of your companions are still asleep.
Okay.
It
Can
is-
I take a short rest so that I'm not asleep for 8 hours, but like 4 hours?
Yes, if you just want to rest for 4 hours, but that will still cause a point of exhaustion at some point during the night if you all were to stay up through the entire night. So you can take that gamble if you wish.
I guess I'll wake up when Pyra wakes up.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So Timber is still asleep. Okay.
Okay. So I'm the first one awake.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone else in the same room as me, or am I just alone in that room?
I assume maybe like Pyra and Timber maybe went
Okay.
into that room or something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I kind of wake up, stretch, do a little bit of meditating, and get all of my Timora, my time with Timora in.
Oh my god.
I'm funny. Okay. And
You can hear the crickets chirping outside as the sun is going down.
quick.
Sun goes down.
Are there like animals in this city that we've seen?
You've seen people have dogs. You've seen like a stray cat here and there.
Okay.
You've seen
Right.
you've seen a couple horses in like the 2 to 3 stables. You've seen.
Okay.
You've
There's
seen
our-
around.
It's not like nasty. There's not like rodent and like insects, and there's like trash everywhere. It's not like that, right?
No. It is a very clean city.
Oh,
It's-
awesome.
It is very clean and well kept. Like when you walked back down and when you've been down to even the lower end of the city and everything, you haven't seen any broken down buildings. You haven't actually. Another thing that just all of you have noticed is that none of you have noticed any homeless beggars on the street in the city.
Okay.
Everyone seems to be cleaned up and going about some business or other throughout the day.
Okay. Zoria has no idea what any plan is whatsoever.
Yep.
Okay, so when Zoria went to sleep, the plan was to come back to the castle for some sort of espionage mission, right?
Yeah, that's basically all Zoria has.
I mean, if she... Okay. Let me just take a moment. I wasn't sure what I was gonna know when I woke up, so I didn't end up choosing spells.
You should have been done. That's what you should have been doing the entire time you were
That was intentional
resting.
because I wasn't sure if we were gonna have like a chat after I woke up, so I was gonna be able to chat before I meditated and then choose my spells.
I guess that's true.
But no, so
But in terms of the game,
I know there's one main thing that I need to change.
in terms of the game mechanics, you had a long time to decide those.
It's true.
She's valid.
Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna take that out and add that. And I think that's mainly what I need. Okay. And I still have that. Okay, cool. So, Zoria kind of like looks around, notices that everyone else is asleep, goes across the hall, like very quietly pokes her head in the door, sees if anyone's awake. No one's awake over there.
Nope.
So she kind of wanders down to the bar room.
When you get down there, you see a hunched over Urabos sitting in front of the fireplace, and his sword is pushed underneath the embers in the fireplace, and Urabos just isn't moving,
And
just sort of crouched over.
It doesn't look like the sword is melting or anything, right?
No, actually, it just looks like it's burning a very bright, hot orange.
Okay. As long as it's not like starting to droop or anything.
No, it looks strong as ever.
Okay. I'll kind of gently nudge Urabos into like a resting, like a laying down position without waking him up if I can.
Urabos, make a perception check.
Just so he doesn't wake up with a big old cramp in his back.
Perception, got it. Alright. That is indeed a 17.
A 17, Urabos, you actually sort of are jostled awake as Zoria is going to lay you down. It's actually kind of jarring to you because you are jostled awake with both of Zoria's hands on your shoulders, laying you down, and her face above you. Kind of freaks you out.
Zoria very quickly stands up and says, "Go back to sleep."
Why am I on the floor?
Yeah, so she was like halfway to laying you down, so as soon as you wake up and your eyes go wide, she like pulls away and you fall on the floor.
It's this comfortable actually. Herb also turns to his side and just kind of get into a little fetal position.
Okay.
Okay. So Zoria is our gnome friend behind the bar.
No, actually, he is not.
Is there anyone behind the bar?
Not currently. And the rest of the tap room is emptied out.
Okay. Is there like a perpetually brewing pot of coffee somewhere?
Yeah.
Like this feels like a place
on the fireplace. currently.
Zoria will just go grab the pot of coffee and pour herself a glass.
Okay.
And
It's like a little
drink a mug of coffee, and Zoria's gonna head out actually.
Okay.
So she is going to head further down into the city.
Okay.
And as she walks, she's kind of debating with herself whether or not to do something based on the plans that she had known about before. And after a little while of kind of meandering down the city and thinking on her plans for the evening until everyone else wakes up, she decides to... One sec, let me make... Oh, gosh, I don't have 2 monitors, I have 2 computers. I have to switch mice when I switch computers.
It's very annoying.
Okay, yeah. So she is going to cast Locate Creature on our lanky friend.
Okay. Could you read me Locate Creature, please?
Yes, I can. Describe or name a creature that is familiar to you. You sense the direction to the creature's location as long as that creature is within 1,000 feet of you. If the creature is moving, you know the direction of its movement. This spell can locate a specific creature known to you, or the nearest creature of a specific kind, such as a human or unicorn. So long as you have seen such a creature, or that doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay, the spell can't locate a creature if running water at least 10 feet wide blocks a direct path between you and the creature.
That's a weird...
It is.
It's a weird, specification for a spell.
It is indeed.
Okay.
But it's there.
Okay, so as you release this spell, your eyes sort of glow a little golden.
Mm-hmm.
You do not get any ping.
Okay, how long does this last? Up to an hour. Okay. So Zoria will pick a direction to walk in the lower area and kind of circle around the city, as much as she can. And then, she makes it basically as far down as she can go.
Okay.
Not as far down as she can go, but within 1,000 feet of the end of the city, basically.
Within 1,000 feet of the end of the city?
Yeah.
Okay.
And circles around the bottom, and then just kind of continues circling around as she makes her way up, trying to get a ping on that.
Okay, well, as you release the spell, you don't get any ping. And as you begin walking, you take about 2 to 3 steps. I'm looking at the camera for the audience.
Yeah, sorry.
You take about 2 to 3 steps, and then suddenly, just out of nowhere, you get a ping, and it's behind you. You turn around, and you see the very familiar figure looming over you, arms crossed, just standing there, still seeing no face, with the fedora covering it. And he says, "Trying to locate me, I see. That wasn't very nice of you and your friends earlier."
You're right, that's why I was trying to find you. But that was really weird. What just happened? Okay.
Listen, I'm full of tricks.
Okay.
What do you want?
Zoria reaches into her pocket and pulls out a big old pouch with 500 gold pieces and just reaches her arm out.
He unfurls his folded arms, and you see the familiar, very oddly clawed, large, spindly hand sort of just falls down and awaits you to put the gold in it. He takes it and puts it into his coat, which, as he puts it into his coat, you don't see any bulge on the coat. It's still just straight. Very odd. And you see his lips curl into a grin, revealing the sort of the toothy, fanged smile. And he says, "Thank you for your patronage. That was very kind. So, is there anything else I can help you with? I will say I was able to get a replacement for that tattoo." And he opens up his coat, and the blue tattoo has been replaced. And is there again.
While I don't have the coin for that on me at the moment, I did just want to say that it was me who made that sound, and the intention was not to make you drop that. It was simply an act of innocent mischief that obviously went a little bit awry. And
Innocent mischief I can appreciate. Thank you for coming clean and owning up to your mistake.
and honestly, I think those things are really cool, and I want to buy some eventually. Can't afford them. No.
Well, whenever you come by the coin, I'll be there.
Okay. And Zoria kind of just turns and walks away.
All right.
And she
You take a few you walk for a little bit, and when you turn around, he's gone.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any more ping on my locate creature?
No.
Okay.
You're sort of walking, and you can you have the ping sort of behind you, and then it just disappears.
So he's
Just-
like full on teleporting, which is wild.
Did
Because
he apparate?
basically, I guess. Because
You don't know.
would Zoria know how wild that is that he's traveling more than 1,000 feet in?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
It's-
okay.
It's not normal spellcaster stuff.
Okay.
You know, he's something else.
Yeah.
For sure. Especially how easily he just sort of waved his hand, and Orladar just poof.
Okay.
And also, not flinching for however much damage you hit him for.
Yeah, it was a hefty amount.
It was.
Okay, I'm gonna take 500 gold out of my equipment. What am I doing?
Zoria.
What?
Go ahead. Go ahead and make me a religion check. Yeah. Go ahead and make. I'll say give me a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Okay. Natural 20 plus 8.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
It's basically the only way this is gonna happen. So, good stuff.
Yes, it's
Um,
right there.
Let me see that.
Right there.
That is a natural 20.
And a 15, so it would have been pretty good either way.
Just hurt my elbow. Okay. So, Zoria, as you are walking up the street in the dead of night, there's no one walking the streets, and so that it was pretty kind of spooky because you were in the middle of the street when you just had that interaction.
Yeah.
But as you're walking up the street, you feel the lightest sort of wave of your dress, and suddenly there's this weight in your pocket. You go to check, and your 500 gold pieces are still there. And as this happens, as the faintest little wave of your dress, as you feel it, and you feel that weight just sort of appear there, you hear the faintest mischievous giggle, sort of just brush by your ear.
Does this feel like a familiar presence?
It feels extremely familiar, actually.
Okay.
You sort of turn around, and for a second you could have sworn that you saw a golden-faced visage wink at you from behind a corner of a building and then just back away.
A halfling face, perchance? Okay.
It's about half your height.
Sounds good. Zoria's a little shook.
Go ahead and take that 500 gold pieces back.
Okay. Zoria will...
Seems being a child of luck has brought you some luck.
Yeah. Seems like it may have. Okay. So I'm gonna make my way back up the city. I'm gonna continue wandering in circles.
Fucking 20 hours. That was cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep like walking in circles around the city.
Okay.
Just kind of meandering. I mean, not going too slow because I do want to get back, hopefully before everyone wakes up.
Okay, so you woke up about 8:30 to 9ish. How long do you wander around? You probably just had that interaction after 15 or so minutes, as you like you spent 15-20 minutes walking down to the base of the city, and then that happened.
Yeah.
So you've only been awake for about 20 minutes.
I'll take probably an hour, maybe a little more, depending on just how I'm feeling. I don't know. Like, I'm also like just looking at the buildings and the storefronts and
Okay, just having a stroll.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just having a late night, or not even a late night, just an evening stroll.
All right. After about an hour or so, I will say Orladar and Urbos, you two probably wake up. Orladar, there's no one in the room with you. I assume you took the other room that Zoria wasn't sleeping in.
Sure.
Yeah, so unless Pyra and Timber split up and like Timber's in the same room as Orladar and Pyra was in the same room as Zoria or something like that. Let's just say that's how it was. Pyra was asleep in your room when you woke up. Timber's Orladar, you wake up and Timber is asleep in your room right now.
Great. I'm gonna go downstairs and get some food and some drink.
Okay, you head downstairs. You head downstairs and you see Urbos is sort of like jostling awake, pulling his now glowing a bright orange blade out of the fireplace. As he wakes up, and there is no the gnomish bar and tavern inn and tavern keeper isn't there, but there is sort of like a bar of little snacks.
I'm gonna eat up.
So that yeah, there's like muffins and cookies, and like crackers.
I need meat.
No. There's like pastries and little snacks, like at a hotel when there's no one working.
How far is
What kind of hotel do you stay at?
How far away is Garrett's shop?
It is now like 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, I thought it was
And
like 8. All right.
No.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, well, okay. I'm gonna eat this and then look in my bag for some jerky or something. Some pocket bacon.
I will say you smelt a very strong smell of seasoned meats right when you woke up, coming from Timber's pouch.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna take some of these pastries and some coffee and go back up to the room.
You just leave Urbos downstairs?
No, do you want to go upstairs?
Urbos, you see Orladar walk down, grab a muffin, and eat it, and start walking back upstairs. Do you do anything?
And getting some whiskey.
Rose notices a muffin too. I'll get 2 muffins.
Yeah.
And then go lay back. No, not you. You're just gonna go lay it down back with them. Like,
oh, okay.
kind of like a little stuffed animal.
I was actually
cuddle a muffin.
I want to take a pastry and a coffee upstairs to Timber.
Okay.
To trade for some seasoned meat.
Not to be kind, it's just a trade-off.
Okay. Okay, so you come back up to the room and Timber is still asleep.
Just kind of wave the coffee.
Timber, make a perception check.
Cappuccino.
You got so excited about that.
16.
I'll say roll with advantage because she has coffee.
20.
20.
30 20.
Okay, Timber, your eyes shoot awake as you smell freshly ground coffee beans.
You know when cats like lock eyes or
Yeah.
something and their pupils like
Yeah.
dilate?
Yeah. Timber, you just open your eyes and Orladar just fully black.
I rise like a corpse. Thank you.
I didn't think I could love you anymore. But, you smell like meat. So, you want to
Ah, yes.
What?
I stopped by Garrett's shop.
I wanted to go right now, but it's too late. It's closed.
What time is it?
It's like 10 o'clock.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right. I'm a give Orladar 2 of the jerky.
Okay.
I already ate 1, so.
Yeah, and this is like beautiful homemade.
Perfect. It's what
You
I
know.
needed.
Yeah.
Delicious.
That, little sip of some whiskey from a flask.
All right. What are you two doing?
Has to find everybody.
I'm like, I gotta wake up Pyra.
You go across the room, and Pyra, you are jostled awake to the loud sound of knocking on the door. Pyra.
Do we knock on each other's doors?
I don't know.
Just go in.
Okay.
I'd go in.
Okay, you are jostled awake by Timber jumping on your bed.
No.
It's tonight. It's tonight.
Absolutely not. I reach out an arm as far as I can and I gently shake Pyra's shoulder. She's got blades.
And fists.
Yeah.
Tap her with your Ichalon.
Pyra.
We need to start trying to be.
Something
We'll be done in
tells
an hour.
me that it has
Fine,
not
we
been
gotta
a
get these.
full 8 hours.
These.
And if you try to come back in here and wake me up when I have 5 minutes left of my 8-hour sleep, I'm gonna steal all the coffee and I'm gonna hide it.
I'm
I have
counting
5
back
more
on my
minutes.
fingers how many hours ago we went to sleep.
5 more minutes.
She has 5. She has exactly 5 more minutes left of her sleep.
All right. I creep silently out of the room.
All right. After 5 minutes, Pyra, you wake up. You three can converge down. Zoria, would you have gone back to the inn at this point?
Yeah, just about.
All right. What would you be doing as you get back to the inn?
I think that she's kind of just. She's got a little bit almost like you almost would think that her eyes are glowing, but it's not the same level as when she's like casting or anything like that, but just like a little bit of something there that wasn't there before, you know?
Is it
Something there that wasn't there before.
Is it a? I don't want to ask that question. I'm sorry.
No. You are. What?
Is it
Sorry.
a similar something like when you're like after you're hanging out with? Is it
Hanging
something
out.
like that?
Timber immediately starts writing a letter. Rhaenyra, I think Zori's cheating on you.
No.
That's
No.
Sorry,
Rhaenyra, you need to get here now.
Dude,
You got that glow.
No, she's
talk
not.
to Rhaenyra.
She's not like pink, and it's not like the flushed glow. You know, it's like her eyes are literally like a little sparkly, a little like.
Just a little more golden than white.
Yeah, exactly. Like a little bit more golden. And she's just kind of, I don't know, like, ditzy isn't quite the right word for it, but
Giddy?
Animated.
Giddy.
yeah, a little giddy is probably a good word for it. Just kind of seems a little aimless when she comes back in. Got always constantly just a little hint of a smile. Staring off into space a lot, thinking, you know, just kind of.
Pyra walks up to Zoria and looks her in the eyes and just looks straight at her, even though she knows she doesn't have pupils. And just stares for a second to see if there's any change. And then goes, "How high are you?" To see if she hears it right or not.
I'm 5'2".
Guys, who gave Zoria
Whoa.
It's not even true. She actually says she's 5'4" because that's
Oh
actually
my
how tall
God.
she is. I
Is
just.
she high?
It's fucked up.
Oh no!
Someone gave Zoria something.
Oh no.
I'm loving this.
Full glass of coffee, right in her hand.
She grabs it. Just deep.
Fire
sips.
starts going like this around her
I
head to
kinda-
see if
I kind of gather everyone up.
Okay, you jostle Urbos awake and pull him away from the fire.
Urbos crushes the muffins on accident.
Oh,
Oh,
it's okay, buddy. There's more over here.
can't waste food. Urbos, like, sadly eats them.
Sadly eats crushed muffins. Okay.
Guys, we gotta send a message to Layral. She can help us with the government. She can get us into the castle. She can help us.
Okay.
How do we send a message to Layral? What's the best way?
Well, one of us that has sending can send her a message. 25 words. What do we want to say?
We could also. How far away are we from? How long would it take a paper bird to get there? It might die. Never mind.
It wouldn't
No,
make
yeah,
sense. Ocean.
I will say Zoria probably pipes up and will mention that she has not received a single paper bird from Renee
Yeah.
this entire time.
Yeah, no, she's staring off into space and kind of comes back when you say paper birds, and then someone says it'll die, and she's like, yeah, probably. I haven't gotten any back, so.
Bad noises.
Zoria, are you okay?
Yeah,
She's
I'm great,
high.
actually.
I told you.
No, I'm not
She's-
high.
She's
Can
high on
Can I roll a
relation.
perception check?
Yeah, you two can. Anyone who wants to can roll an insight check, not perception.
I
Insight.
want to roll.
Insight check.
Yeah, everyone can roll an insight check.
Pyro 100% fully believes that Zoria's high.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm so slow.
Urbos kind of wants to whisper over to Zoria. How did you get high?
Insight. Bye.
Don't worry, I won't tell.
Orladar, you're pretty convinced she's high. Timber, you feel like you know Zoria well enough. She's you definitely know she isn't high, but she just seems like extra happy about something.
Alright.
You have no idea what. It's very she's acting very weird, but she just seems extra happy. Is all.
Is it an unnatural high? Like magical high? Urbos
You got
not discreetly doing this. He's kind of like, he thinks he's being discreet, but he's kind of like,
Everybody can hear him.
Zoria leans back over to him and says, You ever heard of, or have I ever told you about Timora?
Oh gods.
I generally zone out when magic stuff comes into things.
But she's not magic, she's a goddess.
Okay.
Believes that.
What's a god?
Okay, we're gonna have to get deeper into this later because there's obviously a lot more education that needs to happen here. But Timora
Timora
happened.
made you high.
No.
Timora can
Is
make
it
people high.
Is it a good high?
Yes, Pyra, Timora can make people high if you
Okay,
believe hard enough.
Oh
I wanna
no.
know more about Timora.
Using your Mormon tactics.
I was pretty high when I fell off a tree and hit my head.
Just tell people whatever they want to hear for them to join your religion.
Did you just say you're gonna jump off of a tree, Urbos?
No, I felt high when I jumped off a tree. I hit my head pretty hard.
You should.
It was called a concussion.
Indeed, that does happen, and you shouldn't try and recreate that.
or else I will have to fix it.
It didn't feel that great, but it was a high.
That's not what being high feels like.
What are you talking about?
Erebos, you're pretty sure that's what they all mean. Like,
That's
what
what
else?
a brain damage feels like.
Erebos will pull like a shoulder on Orladar's like arm on a. Erebos does not know words right now.
Oh no. Does Erebos not know where these not
Erebos.
Okay.
Erebos will put his hand on Orladar's shoulder. I know, thinking that they're trying to trick him.
Alright. You guys, did we rest all day so that we could just stay up all night bullshitting, getting high and talking about gods? Because I'm totally okay with that. If that's what this is going to turn into.
What?
Right.
But if we need
What
to send
were the
messages
plans?
to people,
Yeah,
Play roll.
were
Well,
the
Rileth
plans?
is rotting in a dungeon
I
cell.
fell asleep
oh,
I hope my friends are coming after me.
and don't know what the plans are.
Zoria, we're not sure what the plans are either. So Erebos
Great.
does not want to go rescue Rileth right now because he wants us to figure out what's wrong with his city and the government first.
I like that plan.
I sent a message to Rileth before I went to sleep, basically letting him know that and asking if he was safe, and all he did in response was cough,
Okay, so
which, as we know, means he couldn't respond.
yeah.
Code.
So at one point, like maybe sometime tonight or in the morning, we might want to try to reach him again.
Mm-hmm.
And then Timber thinks we should contact Layrol and ask her to, reach out to the government
Yes.
here and tell them to talk to us?
That we would like an audience. We are here on official business, and we would like to request an audience with someone in the castle of the King's Court.
Okay,
I like that plan.
I like that plan too. So, which one of us should talk to Layrol? I think it should be you, Zoria,
Okay. Yeah.
because I don't think
Right now?
Layrol likes me very much.
She's high.
Might agree
Should
with that.
Oh.
she talk to the open lord while she's high?
Yes.
Listen,
Because
yes.
I'm not high.
And even if
I
she
still
was
100%
high,
believe she's high.
okay, Tyra, even if Zoria is high, she's obviously high on Timora, and that's okay.
Thank you, Orladar. Orladar. God, I almost corrected
Oh,
myself
no.
to Urabos.
That is my
Just
name.
take a second, realize they admitted being high.
And then I can send another message to Rileth, and we can see if he can respond this time.
I think that's a wonderful plan.
Okay, so let's do that first, and then I suppose since we're all well rested, we could, after we send these messages, we could go do a little more reconnaissance around the castle, but I don't know for sure if we want to do that if we are asking Layrol to request an audience. Like, we don't want to do anything suspicious, so if we're not breaking in
Yes.
to rescue Rileth, then
What are the crowds like, DM? Are there a lot of people up at 10:30,
No,
11 p.m.?
it's actually kind of weird because it seems pretty early in the evening, but like especially when Zoria got up at like 9 o'clock at night, the streets were dead. There were no light sources. Everyone was off of the streets. The gnomish fellow had gone home for the evening at your inn, and just everything has just died down.
okay, and it was not this way the previous night that we were here.
No, it was pretty similar. Maybe like
Okay.
a little more activity, but also it is now well, it is now pushing 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and it's also only 2 days until the coronation.
Okay.
So you could assume maybe people are trying to go to bed earlier in preparation for that. if they have more work to do for the days leading up.
Do we have any idea what the time zone difference is between
That's
here and
what I
Waterdeep?
was wondering. Would we have any idea that time zones are a thing?
Well, sure.
Orladar.
Like, would we understand?
I would say Orladar and Timber would probably be the only two of you who would actually understand that. The rest of you know that there are other places on Earth, but like,
we're all on the same like time scale,
yeah,
right?
I mean, even Zoria, who went to like a fine public school,
Yeah.
and she like learned basic things, maybe. I don't
We
know.
just have to estimate
But-
the length of the sea.
Yeah,
the length of the ocean.
but Timber and Orladar are the most learned of this group. Orladar going to an official college, and Timber growing up secluded with people who want to learn about the world.
Everything. Okay, DM, so we would know that the time zone, the time difference?
Orladar, you probably wouldn't. Also, when you all looked at the world map, I can't remember who purchased the world map.
We did.
Did you purchase the world map and then the sort of overhead map?
Yeah, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure that's correct.
And the world map is the one that you got because there was a world map that showed everything, and then there was a map that showed just sort of the just the western coast of Faerun out to Altera that you and then there was one that just showed the waters around Altera. I can't remember which.
We commissioned the
charted
map
course.
Which I thought was the world map.
I couldn't remember if that was the world map or if it was sort of like the middle map that just showed Waterdeep and then like the journey from Waterdeep to Altera.
I'm not sure. What I have written down is map to Altera.
Great.
I have a chartered map that we commissioned, a chartered map for our trip.
Okay,
That's
well,
all I have.
Okay, well, I will say I will say that when you all saw the world map, it kind of showed that Altera is basically is like pushing the other side of the planet, you know?
That's what I thought. So it's going to be like 9 or 10 hours difference. So it's morning. It's tomorrow morning in Waterdeep, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So this is a good time to send a message to Layrol.
We should also consider the coronation. The government may not want to request an audience with us in the next 2 days because of this. I don't know.
That's true.
We did get a world map.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you. I thought so.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we wanted a world map because besides Altera, after this we wanted to travel to where Timber is from, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like all the way on the other side of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Before we send a message to Layrol, Pyra and I talked to Garrett at his shop. Meats and treats, delicious. We should all go by there again tomorrow. So good.
Agreed.
And he mentioned one of the 4 people that are serving below the king.
Uh-huh.
Have we tried to send a message to one of them yet?
No, because I'm scared. For some reason, they intimidate me a lot more than the soon-to-be king of this country.
Because they're older.
Yeah. That's fair.
Orladar, actually, one thing that you read about when you were reading about the government, the head of community that Timber just talked about is actually the youngest of the 4.
That's Extralia?
Yes, Ms. Fateb.
But haven't those people been serving in the previous king's court for his entire rule?
Mm-hmm. They have.
So
also,
they're pretty old.
Tieflings' lifespans are different.
Oh, okay.
But
they've lived a life.
For sure.
All right.
Well, I think we should reach out to Layrol first. Maybe she's got some good counsel for us.
All right.
And then I would not be opposed to trying to message Australia. I'd be fine with that.
Okay.
But first, especially since you said that Garrett had talked to her, like,
He mentioned that the head of community would often come out into the community in the before times before the previous king passed. May he rest in
Got it.
peace.
Okay, so that person might be the most accessible of the
It
captains,
sounds like it.
which makes sense if they're the head of community.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we want Zoria to say to Lerol?
I mean, probably just gotta ask about kind of give a brief overview of the situation. Like, there's bad government shit going on here, and we can't seem to get an audience with any.
Find us assistance.
I don't even think we should mention bad government stuff.
No.
We just say, we're in Altera. Does she already know that? Did we already let her know?
Yeah,
that
we said we were going to Altera.
Okay.
Okay. So maybe say, in Altera, can't get an audience with the king or the crown prince or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Could you request an audience for us?
Mm-hmm.
Saying we're on official business for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Lerol, I believe when we left the city, we were going to investigate that book that Uroboros read, right?
Yeah. And we've made progress.
Lerol hasn't been filled in on that. She'll want to know about that as well.
I'll get as much as I can in there.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna try and count for myself as well, so I know where we're at. Okay. We're in Altera, having trouble getting audience with the crown prince. Could you assist? Made some progress on the book, but more work is needed.
That's your spell?
That was good.
Thank you.
All right, you hear the familiar voice, but she sounds almost exhausted and sort of like tired, and there's sort of like a more air in her voice when she responds to you, and you hear her say, "I'm very sorry, but I've never worked with Altera. I don't have any communication with them, and unfortunately I don't believe I have any pull or sway." But you actually you hear a slight break, and then you hear her continue.
Okay.
Book? You have not told me of any book. You just said
book, right?
No, you did not.
Fuck, that was the other thing.
You have not told me of any book. I'm glad you're making progress. If it is helping our situation, things are not good here.
That's the end of another 25 words.
You feel like you can respond to that, and she sort of takes a break and lets you respond if you wish.
Sorry. Found a strange book that may have connections to the situation. It's written in a strange language, mostly. We're working on translating. Good progress.
You hear her continue this conversation
Okay.
as she is a powerful magic user herself.
Indeed, she is.
And you hear her say, "Huh, that would have been good information to have earlier. But thank you for letting me know. And I do apologize that I can't be of help there. You all are on your own."
You're 9 words over 25.
Can I respond to this message?
Yes.
Okay.
You feel the energy of this familiar magic.
Just making sure.
Yes.
We've been caught up in some things.
Political drama.
Political drama. Hard sailing.
Almost died.
Almost died. A couple times. We appreciate your response and support, at least. Thanks.
Nailed it.
You do not hear any further response after that.
Okay. So nothing from Lara. We did forget to tell her about the book, but now she knows.
Darn. Oh, he said that.
Yeah, me too. We probably meant to and then almost died or something. I know we talked about not telling her at some point.
No, yeah, you meant to not tell her, and Zoria just told her that there was a lead. But you did not give her any details on the book.
Oh, so we kind of did tell her about the book, but we didn't tell her about the book.
No, you told her that there was a reason you were going to Altera, this this smaller kingdom, but you did not give her any details.
Yeah. I remember this.
And she seemed to be overwhelmed at the moment of you telling her, so she did not pry.
Yeah.
So it seems like she's not gonna...
Nope.
She's not really gonna come in with the full force of Waterdeep government.
No.
She did end that message with, "You're on your own."
Yeah.
So
we're on our own.
So we're on our own.
Okay.
What are these badges for?
Well, we can still use it.
Yeah, they're very useful.
A magical barrier.
Yeah, they're very good badges. Don't get rid of them.
A magical barrier protecting you from attacks. Thank you very much.
DM.
Yeah.
My device is going to die soon.
Plug it in!
Okay. I'll have to move.
Okay, move to a charger, real quick. You all were talking about messaging someone else.
Yes.
And I wanted to get through that before we ended anything tonight.
What was her name?
Yeah, that was Orladar who's gonna message the head of communications in the King's Court. So maybe once Orladar has moved.
Rileth, or something. Like
yes. When they come back. So we can't. It's like scouting out the castle at this time of night when there is no one on the street seems like a bad idea. I hope we all agree on that. Yes.
But there is also no light sources around.
So I feel like no light is a good idea. And I don't think that sending a message to the head of community is a good idea in the middle of the night.
No, not right now. You're
but
right.
I did want to try to reach Rileth again. I think that's what I was going to do tonight.
Good idea.
I'm gonna roll something for Rileth real quick.
We want to...
Ooh,
do you
okay,
want to give
cool.
him any different or additional information?
Interesting.
Ask. I wanted to give
Rileth, any additional information? Like Do you want me to say anything to him? Ask him anything?
I'm getting Erebos brain here.
Right.
Because he's being logical, but he's not being non-human. He does have emotions, so...
Right.
I'm trying to put myself in a situation where literally someone has to decide between a life and many others, so...
Yeah, no, that's basically what Erebos has to do right now.
How about if I just... what do you think if I ask Rileth? Where are you? Do you want us to come get you right now? Or can you wait? I don't know. I see Timber saying definitely not.
I feel like that'd be lying to him.
We're not gonna go break in there right now.
Okay. All right. That is totally off the table. We're not gonna do it.
Is he...
For all of us, at least.
Is he doing okay?
All right.
Is his life threatened? Is his life threatened would be a good one to be.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Somebody want to count for me? I'll try to do it too, but I always lose track. Rileth, are you okay? Is your life in imminent danger? We can't get you tonight. Can you make it until the coronation? No, not I. Please respond, buddy.
Okay, you wait for a moment, a little longer than you're used to waiting for responses to the spell. It kind of worries you a little bit, and you hear like, "No, I'm not okay.
Shit.
I think all our lives are in imminent danger. If you wait for the coronation, it'll be too late."
Oh shit.
Cool. Does he have words left?
I think you have 6 words left.
Some crazy ass shit is happening.
What kind of crazy ass shit? I'm using another sending. I've got 2 more left. So, I'm going to use them.
6
I've used 6 already? Okay.
Oh wait, did you say what kind of crazy ass shit?
Yeah, what
Okay.
kind of crazy ass shit? We are trying to figure it out. Can you give us any leads? Trying to get an audience. Chakal. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay. You wait a little bit longer again than you're used to, and he's but before he responds with, "I'm not sure exactly. The cabinet is up to some freaky stuff. I don't know what the king is doing. But you won't be getting any audience."
Alright.
Wait, does he have words left?
I think 3 maybe.
Okay.
You think he has 3?
I lost track on
You
that
think
one.
he has three words left?
Sure.
Force is only option.
Forces only.
Mm-hmm.
Force is the only option. Okay, you guys, if we're not going to do any crazy shit tonight, I've got 1 more slot that I can use for sending. So, before my next long rest, so I would like to keep this conversation going with Rileth.
Hold on. Do we know of any other prisoners that have been imprisoned? Could we message another one?
I don't think.
No.
All right.
Like, we don't know any, we don't have any other connection.
All right.
This is the only connection we have.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything that you guys specifically want me to say or ask? Or should I just go with my gut?
Go with your gut.
My gut then. Alright.
Ask him maybe like what he knows?
Right.
Like an example.
Okay. This is my last chance until tomorrow. Tell us what you know about Cabinet. Tell me where you are. Did they move you back? Respond.
You wait a little longer as all of this talking has seemed to have been sort of like exhausting to him, and sort of you hear this exasperated tone of his voice. And you hear, "I'm in my cell. Iron asked me questions earlier. I don't know much. Something to do with blood. Tell Urbos she has ours. I'm sorry." Or sorry. You hear them say sorry.
Oh my god.
Do you relay this message?
Do you relay this message, Orlidar?
Yes, yes, yes.
Freaky ass blood magic shit. Not into that.
Urbos.
What?
Urbos, as Orlidar tells you that Rileth said that, you have another sort of flashback memory to when you were probably 13 or 14, and Rileth was like 16 or 17, a couple years older, a couple years ahead of you, and you two were sort of running around doing work out in the fields, and you two would just you two have been doing work out in the fields, and you asked Rileth a question. You asked Rileth why you don't look like him, and why the other people in town had such a problem with that. And then Rileth sort of threw down the tools and sat you down and sort of gave you this discussion, and said that while you two did not come from the same parents, he was your brother, and he will always be your brother. And he picked up this sharp rock out in the fields, and he cut his hand, and he asked you, for his hand. Stretched out your hand, and he sort of told he told you to look at him in the eye, and that it would be okay. And he sliced your hand open with the rock, and then you two clasped hands.
Erebos kind of just holds his.
You have like a tiny little scar in the center of your palm that's pretty much fully healed over, but it's just like the tiniest little bump that's still there.
A little divot in the rock.
Yep.
And who said who has blood? What was the exact wording on it again?
Iron, that's the head person, right? Of the council? Of the cabinet?
Let me look at my list.
Is that correct, DM?
Yes.
Zoria
He said
does.
Iron has our blood.
Iron has our blood, which means, and Iron questioned him. It has something to do with blood, and that she's got your blood, yours and his.
She's got our blood.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got our blood.
Prisoners
So
or ours?
I think it sounded personal, like he meant yours and his. Because he said Erebos. She's got our blood. So Erebos, did you tell us this memory? Did you share this memory with us just now that the DM described?
That's up to Erebos.
Yeah, how old is Erebos? Erebos will describe the fact that, and show the little bumpy wumpy. Yeah, it's right here.
Mm-hmm. So, if you two, mixed blood, you blood brothers, that's probably what Rileth is referring to. That would be the thing I would think.
Mhm.
That this iron person has taken some of his blood, which would mean that they have some of your blood. Listen, I'm not a
Or
scientist.
blood as in family, meaning
Yeah.
he has someone that you guys care about. He has someone blood
That could
related.
be, but this, when I was researching the government, said that Iron and one of the other cabinet members were linked through some organization called the Bloodborne. And then Rileth just said that whatever shady shit the cabinet's up to, it has something to do with blood. So I'm thinking some kind of blood magic control,
Mm-hmm.
something like, do you guys remember that awesome historical document, Doctor Who, where the
No.
the
No,
zipper
veto.
had all the types of
Vetoing.
blood? No.
Veto. Orladar, you lose your inspiration.
Blood control magic.
Yeah.
They have that? I look at Zoria.
Would I know much about blood magic? Like, I'm sure I know blood magic exists.
Zoria, go ahead and roll either history or religion.
I mean, I feel like Orladar would know that too, even if it's just as a little baby wizard.
Sure, Orladar, go ahead and roll either history or religion.
It's not a very
But
good
really,
roll.
really
but-
quickly in drama class, they said no.
Okay.
So I found
I
out the
rolled
binding as
a
I can immune.
17 plus, what did you say, history or
History
religion?
or religion, you can choose.
That's a total of 7 plus 5, whatever that is. 12.
12. Zoria, the only reference you can ever like you can think about is there was one time when you were a little younger, probably like 12 or 13, when like your parents came home and they were having some sort of argument and you heard the word blood hunter in their argument after they came home, and you were just at home by yourself working on your own schoolwork or something.
Did I have any more context?
No.
Is that like the only word I heard? Did I hear
That
any
is-
more? No, Sophie wants to know
That-
what Zoria knows about
that
her parents
is-
and blood hunters.
It was a I will say, thinking back to it, you do remember it was sort of one of the only times your parents have ever been like visibly angry at each other, and your mom was saying stuff akin to how they shouldn't work with them and they can't be trusted and they shouldn't put their faith in them. And your father was saying things like how they were the only ones strong enough and we need someone and we can't do this alone.
Interesting.
And stuff like that. And you heard the word blood hunter within this conversation and argument between your
And
parents.
blood hunter, not bloodborne.
No, you heard the word blood hunter.
Okay, just making sure.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, you heard the word. You heard the word blood hunters. Orladar.
23.
23. You have read. This is sort of one of the things that you didn't learn in your classes, and you learned in the restricted section, as it were. And you have read about very, very taboo sects of magic. Specifically, you have read about blood clerics and something called blood hunters. And you know that these are individuals who sort of turn to the darker sides of magic, and specifically the blood hunters focus on hunting darker forms of magical creatures, such as ghosts or werewolves or vampires, stuff like that. And they sort of fight fire with fire, as it were, and they use the blood of these creatures that they are specialized in hunting to enhance their capabilities at defeating and overcoming these types of creatures.
And what about blood clerics?
Blood clerics, while not necessarily the same, they focus on the manipulation of blood, of the life force of all living creatures.
Yeah, that's some scary shit.
There, you don't have too much. You have more information on blood hunters and less on blood clerics. Blood clerics seem to be like super rare. No one ever deals with this stuff because it's basically not okay with anybody.
Right.
Yeah, it's not. It is not a normal path to follow, as it were. Blood hunters are a little bit more iffy, you know, like you could see merit in their work. You could see merit in following that sort of path and lifestyle, but blood clerics are essentially a big no-no. And you only found like one book that had any information on either of these two sorts of professions.
And did that book or anything else, as I'm thinking now about this after hearing Rileth, did I ever come across this organization, the Bloodborne, or any reference to it anywhere else before?
Not in college, not before. That name that was the first time you've ever read that name before.
All right.
Was when you saw the connection that Barry and Ivan had.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you guys, back to the drawing board, huh?
Uh-huh.
We have to do this before the coronation.
Which is now in 2 days.
We've got 2 days.
So one more night.
Well, we've got all of this night for planning. Or whatever's left of this night. Or doing some recon. We've only, maybe it is a better idea to break in and get Rileth out of his cell tonight and hide him somewhere.
I vote recon.
If they've got his blood, and if he knows some, he said if we wait until the coronation, it'll be too late. And he also said that force is going to be our only option. So, I don't know, you guys, but maybe it's time to storm the castle. And by storm the castle, I mean slink in like snakes and rats into the dungeons. And then
Or fish in the sewers.
Yes, and work our way up to wherever these sketchy ass cabinet people are. My theory is that at least 2 of these cabinet members, the 2 that are connected with this Bloodborne thing, are not just doing something sketchy, but I swear they've got that Jakal kid either captive or they're controlling him. Maybe they're controlling him through his blood. Maybe they poisoned his parents. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but it's some bad shit. We can't just be polite. I don't know.
And that's what where we'll pick it up next week.
Okay. Creepy ass blood magic.
Yeah.
Oh.
One hell of a session, y'all.
Ah, golly.
This is fun.
Y'all have a lot of work to do and not very much time to do it.
I think we got some research to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should be talking to each other this week, maybe. Just a little. I'll be sending some
How about
messages.
that no DM group chat?
Oh, let's.
What?
Yeah, you want to start one?
Yeah.
You don't want me reading in on your plans? No, but wait, it helps me prep.
Can you start
Ooh,
that,
make me
please?
suffer.
Oh, I'm working on it.
Okay, thank you.
No, but wait, I need to know what you guys want to do so that I can fuck you over.
No, you're not allowed.
We will let
Just
your.
open manipulation. Oh, you just admitted to open manipulation. This is not fair. Hold up.
We will let your beautiful fiance decide how
Oh.
much information you get from our.
Yeah.
Oh, that was wow. Some stuff happened.
That was some good teamwork, guys.
Some stuff did indeedly happen.
Yeah.
Ooh, y'all have 2 days until some big ish is going down.
No DMs allowed.
Rude!
Party time.
Rude! Although also you guys are level 7, so about damn time. So about damn time y'all actually start putting in time outside of the game. Sophie's just secretly slandering me behind my back right now, and it hurts.
Whoa.
Physically hurts.
Listen, Zoria is slamming you behind your back.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, anyway. Yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in if you were here live. If you're watching it on YouTube, thank you for coming along with us.
Yeah.
That is, yup. The Shield of the Coast have some planning to do, and we'll get to see where this goes and what they do with their next 2 days. Next Thursday at 7:30 p.m. We love you all, and we will see you next week.